Oh, I didn't open Twitch. Huh? Would help if I do that, yeah. Be a pretty good thing to do, someone say. Grab that, this. Okay, that's good. Let's copy paste this now. Okay, that's good, that's good. Let's grab this and put that in, and boom. Message live, that's live. I didn't start the game. Kind of important to do, some would say. Just a bit. Just a little important that you actually start the game, some would say. Oh, so that's what that guy is for. I was looking at the Reddit while the game was opening. And yeah, I didn't realize what that NPC was for, but he's for the Solar extras. Okay, makes sense. Oh yeah, we have the boss reset tickets that we have to do. Kind of forgot about those. I think our choices were we were going to do Varishilla, Will, and was it Gloom that we decided on, or was it Dark? No, I can't remember what the last one was. We had a little debate on which one we should reset. Oh, oh, where did I send my chat? Sent it to Narnia, gotcha. Okay. Those up. It's my drop fam. It's my drop fam. Good. Okay. 6-5. Screw it. Doing this, so.
Still blind to the difference between.
Oh yeah, this character got a huge upgrade actually. Oh, well, should turn on pet loot. It's pretty important to do. I forgot we got there. It started with an arcane weapon. Yeah, we got all those. Anything else I need to equip in here or do anything with? Nothing there. Is this? Oh, this doesn't mean legendary or anything? Okay. Pop the 1, then we press off. 1F. Oh, you get deleted now. Holy, arcane weapon makes a big difference, guys. And with that, we are done the Golux here. Come on, pet, you can do it, I believe. How many Golux coins I'm up to? I am up to... sell some stuff here. 1,800, okay, so... You're done, right? Like, I'm never gonna use this ever again, am I? I don't think so. That's done. We've pretty much guaranteed that I'm not using the Abso. Solve these. You're useless, you're useless. Goodbye. Cup, why not? What is my cup? 32 and 6. Okay. Nothing too crazy, but still pretty good. Oh, I have a lot of cups in here, actually. Holy moly. Alright. Do I have a single superior on this character? It's never gone a superior, has it? No. Okay, so... I technically could have 2-piece superior, but it doesn't really matter yet.
Hello.
Hello, Billy. Welcome to the stream. How you doing?
Sir? I should take the elixir, right?
What elixir? Oh. Hmm.
Who needs boss damage? Is it honestly that important?
Hmm.
I might... If I take it and try to reroll after, watch me fucking brick myself.
Well, no matter what, you get back to 50 XP.
True, but 74 is decent. You know, I'm taking the new one. I don't care. Yep. It's done. There we go. No regret. Okay.
Yeah, because you're going to WAP, right? So just WAP and then... Just... Because no matter what, you go back to 50% boss damage without, like, the Gamble ones, right? So... Which is what you had before, so there's literally no loss. Billy was asking me if he should take the elixir because he got a 2% boss damage, 99% XP, and who cares about the third stat at that point? And it's like I said, well, after you can just reroll off that because you can just get back a 50% boss damage one.
Yeah.
Did I already complete this? I did.
I got nothing with 12 billion worth of cubes. Feels bad, but it is what it is.
Yeah, you're pretty bad at this game, so expected outcome.
I mean, there's some upgrades, but it's pretty kind of unfortunate.
Dun, 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 dun. It feels weird how powerful my AB got all of a sudden.
You got an arcane weapon.
Yep.
What else major did you get?
Just that is enough to bring me up 2 million combat power.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna help a lot because I don't have to stop every now.
Pretty much, yeah. Get more arcane pieces to replace my other pieces, which is going to be super easy to do because they're pretty shit.
Yeah. Yeah, they are a little bad. Just a little bit.
Well, yep. This character wasn't really meant to be at this stage, you know? We didn't really invest or do anything with it. It just kind of like was there. And I was like, well, the AB is the one I want to play, so we'll try it. And it kind of worked out. The only reason Dark now we have to stop is because I don't have the Arcane Force to be extra damage.
That's also, since we always start with that fight to have like buffs for everything, then I will always have my Kant on for that too. If I take the Kant off, I guess it would have been easier.
Yeah.
There's one fight where I have 2 minutes that we continuous ring over every other one, so. That is pretty major.
That is a pretty big, yeah, some would say. Okay, well, that's gonna upgrade, so Vanishing Journey's at gonna be 19 now. Actually, almost done with Vanishing Journey.
Gotta do my weeklies still on my most on. It's the only one I do it on right now.
Yesterday when we were talking about TI and he's like, I've only watched the first day, and I'm like, dude, you've watched nothing, gotcha, okay. How were we supposed to know?
Yeah.
And then he got super tilted because you were trolling the shit out of him.
If you believe Nigma won TI, you should be watching Dota 2.
Dude, Enigma was not doing well that tournament, sadly.
No, they weren't.
Group stages were very telling of, we are not voting for you.
Their carry was questionable. I don't know. I'm pretty sure their carry just solo lost them completely.
Sometimes it be like that, you know?
Yep.
We'll have to see what happens.
We could kill Moonbridge? The fuck is Moonbridge?
Last Horizon 2 is the map I always use.
Void current one. I use the same map as you right there in Labyrinth. You're doing the experience on your AD?
Yeah.
So you actually want to level them to 275, I guess?
Well, they're all it's a Legion champ, so yeah, wants to get to 275 eventually. Right now, it's just rushing up to 265, so then I can buy the symbol selector for the new zone.
Ah, I see.
This again, 265 guaranteed before the event ends. The Kinesis again to 275 guaranteed before the event ends, and then obviously my other character's reaching 280 before the event ends. So, yeah.
Yeah, originally I thought I wasn't going to move the Adele over. So, I didn't really have a third choice. But I chose the Kalna, because why not? To help her get to 260 faster. But then I transferred the Adele that same day. So, you know, what can you do?
Sorry about that, I had to take my headset off the hear something, but what were you saying?
I was talking about my Dell and
Hmm.
how I didn't choose it as one of the three because planned to keep it on Challenger World, but then I decided against that.
So is it in the 3 now? I don't think you can change them, can you? You can just change who's the
You
leader.
can't, unfortunately. That's what I'm saying. That's why my Kana is one of the three.
Well, at least the Kana will get the 260.
Yep. Just 270, almost 278, I think, or
Oh, I've run
258.
out of water. Do the last daily on this character and then get some water. It would be an interesting thing. If you had a character on the account that had already passed that level of the zone, the mobs only had to be 100 for that character even though they're not, like, at the level needed.
What zone are you complaining about?
I'm not complaining, but it would be, like, an interesting change.
But like for Cernium?
Yeah, you know,
Talking about?
because, like, you have a 280 on the account or something, right? Like, all the zones that it does.
Oh.
You know, like, all your other characters follow that ruling of what the highest level character on your account would be instead of it being having to do 500 mobs or whatever.
I mean, I wouldn't complain about that.
I don't think many people would complain about that. I think it would just make dailies better for alts overall. At least I can kill these mobs now. They get obliterated just a bit. For being 30 Star Force or Sacred, they're only 20 now. Was
You are very under.
yeah, I was under on this character and I was just doing this map and it was like not that bad honestly, so I didn't really care.
Have you used the experience yet on your AV from the event?
Yes, I've been using it each week when it
Oh.
pops up. It's already leveled up once. It was 263 when the event started, and now it's 264, and it's going to be 265 soonish, because the 100k mobs per week is quite a lot of XP at these levels. Bombardiers! What is happening with that? Okay, I'm running away from I want to check something.
I really hope they do something like cash out to Worth. I know
Yeah.
they're probably not going to, but I really hope they do.
You can always have open dreams. Anyways, I'm gonna be right back. Alright, I have returned.
Well, you have been disconnected due to suspicious activity, aka blinking while lagging. Lost all my buffs.
That's a fun one.
Yeah.
Clean class problem, by the way. Or if your name's Kana, it just hit you randomly.
Yeah. Not like these item drops are limited or anything, you know?
Technically, you're probably not going to go through all of them in a week. Let's be real.
I always go through my 30 minutes now, and
Yeah, but
I
you
got
still
close
have...
to being done in 20s.
Yeah, but you still have some. Yeah, those are all used. Let's put the rest in here. And I also gotta send over mesos because, well, you know, we kind of need the mesos on another character right now. We weren't expecting. I got a lot of items this week that are pretty big. I might give myself 2 million mesos back. What am I gonna do with those 2 million? I'm gonna do shit. This character doesn't need anything for bossing. I've sold all the stuff. Yeah, okay, we're good. This is done. Auto harvest, monster. Oh, did I do this? I did. Just didn't do for dark now. Hello, Cabra. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for lurking. Hopefully your stream's been going well and all that. I see you're still playing the mech game, so that's been pretty interesting. Okay, to the Kinesis. Hello, Sal. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for the reminder, Raz. Forgot to turn that off when I came back.
Still blind to the difference between courage
I am in
and
the wrong gear set
carelessness, aren't
for
you?
mobbing.
Face me if you are ready to throw your life away.
Alright, let's see. Do we get a Dominator pendant?
Good luck.
To be honest, what do I need the pendants for right now?
No reason not to just have a stockpile of them.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of things that I would need them for. I guess just having them for the next system is good.
Yeah.
Technically, or wait, no, this has to go into a Golix, so this needs to get to 22 and then transfer over to Golix and then transfer to Source. If only it was Dom to Source. Be so much simpler.
True.
Hello, Killin' Right. Howdy there, I come from my land far away to bring you the sweet delicacies that is known as cookies. I
Okay.
wonder, the first time somebody had a cookie, I wonder how that felt. You know, like the first people who made cookies. I wonder how that was an experience when you gave it to somebody else who had never had one of them before. Oh yeah, I did Odium on this character already. Because I was like, why do I have a zone done? But I did that already. True.
Why'd you randomly do Odium first?
Because that was the character for the 100 coins. This was the character that did the 100 coins yesterday, because this was the character I started on for bossing. To get the boss damage from Night Troop.
Huh. Right. We did have to do that, didn't we?
Yep. What is the question, Killen, right? What would you like to know? At one point I messed up one of my presets when I reset them on this character. And I didn't have the extra mana points, and I was just so confused at one point on this character. Would I recommend Maplestory to someone? I mean, yeah. It's a pretty fun game. It's definitely a marathon game more than a sprint game. So, be ready to be in it for, like... At first, you're going to be completely confused. When you start this game off, you're going to be lost. You don't know what's going on. And you kind of just have to take, like, small baby steps, learn a certain, like... Learn the very basics, and then build upon it, kind of thing. Of just taking it slow and not rushing to something, because it's just, like... hard at first. Because this game is pretty convoluted in a lot of stuff. There's like systems upon systems upon systems of just having to like, oh, this is what this does, this is what that does, okay. And kind of move from there. But I would definitely recommend it to somebody if they think they would enjoy the art style and just the way the game plays. And the other thing is, if you're looking for a game with a lot of content, well, this game has got content for you. The barrier to entry is pretty high, though, just because of, like... Most new players just get giga lost at the start, right away, and you're just like, what is happening? Especially when they have a Terra burn, or, like, the burns to level them up faster, they're just like... You don't even get time. Oh, you read the webtoon that's based on Maplestory. I've also been reading that one. A lot of the storylines in there, I think most of them are pretty much one-to-one to the actual storyline of what happened in the game for the major stories. Just with different characters that would be involved, because obviously in the webtoon, you have the explorer guy he's a mage, but he's kind of more than just a mage, which in this game, that's not how that works. He's like a mix of a bunch of different classes to make him, but then a lot of his companions are just straight up like, you are this character. Like Aaron. So, the actual story, Cal is one of the characters, but he's not the main character. Whatever character you pick is the actual main character of the storyline. Cal is explained of what happened there in one of them. When you get to Arcane River at level 200, that whole storyline and Cal's, like, existence is explained to you in the story. I will not spoil it for you right now unless you want me to say it.
I'll say, isn't that the guy that talks to us when we skip the quest for the first one?
He's the first NPC you talk to. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, one of the NPCs. He starts off the whole, like, first quest line in Arcane River. That's the name of it. The lore is actually pretty good in this game. It's just... most people don't know it, and two, figuring it out can be kind of rough, because the way you progress through the game is not exactly the correct timeline of how events play out most of the time. But there are sites and Reddit posts. Yeah, the webtoon has a lot of the early game stories and stuff. You're in the, like... what level is that? Let me see something here. Oh, they took away the level from that. Yeah, because right now the webtoon's at Ariant. And that's like 100 level story stuff. That's the one that I'm like not 100% sure because I'm pretty. You have to do like the party quests and learn some stuff through that, I think, to get everything.
I mean, to level 9, you gotta follow a bunch of storylines, right?
Yeah, but the storylines that they did in the webtoon are not ones you would do as those because they're not even main stories. Like Arian's
Ah,
just a side story area, it's not a main story area. You'd be doing the other zone in there, which technically I think they've made mention of some of them. And
I
like the
mean, all those
webtoon,
storylines, they give Legion experience, so it's not
yeah,
a
it's not you.
disadvantage. Even.
Anything you do in this game progresses your account in some way or shape form. It's kind of you do some random storyline, you get rewarded for it. Outside of just the like XP and whatever like item reward it gives at the end for usually it's a medal or something. You get an achievement, you get the bigger thing is this other power system called can I even open it in here? Can't open it in here, give me a sec. Give me a sec, let me open up my Legion board. So if you go to Legion, there's these artifact things you'll learn about in the future of the game. And you get a bunch of missions. There's normal missions that are like weekly missions that reset. You're bossing, you do 3 bosses, they give you XP for this. And then here is like every storyline in the game that exists, and it'll just give you XP for this. And this is a pretty big system, so it's pretty nice. One thing I will recommend to you, since you've never played the game before, I will give you this website. It's called Grandest Library. And it is every class in the game. So what I would recommend to you to just find a class that you like is just click. Let's just share screen, honestly. Do that and make this easier. Compared to another MMO, it's kind of hard, right? It's more like, honestly, RuneScape is probably like similar in ways. Not graphic style and like bossing and stuff, but like the progression system and stuff of how like no matter when you return to RuneScape, your XP and whatever you gain never goes away and is still relevant. That's kind of Maplestory.
Most
FF14
MMOs are
and WoW
also.
reset a lot, right? So it's like if you come back like 2 years later in FF14, well, everything you had previously gear-wise is completely useless, other than getting you
Yeah,
to
but
the next step.
it's not hard to gear in those
Yeah, that's
games.
the other
This
thing.
game is a nightmare to gear.
Not a nightmare,
uh,
but like there are certain blockers
uh,
eventually that just like take a while to get to. But by the time he gets to them, it
compared
might
to
be
WoW.
completely changed. That's the other thing. We don't know how the new drop systems and stuff is going to be. But yeah, let's show you off the site. So, this is the site, like I was saying. This is shows off every class in the game. Quite a few classes to pick from, as seen here. And what I would recommend is you should click on a class. Ignore all this stuff at the top. You don't really need to care about that right now. Scroll down to all the way down to skill information. And I would look at the 4th job animations and just see them. Just look through these. Go to the 5th job, just see these skills. You could read the description if you really care to, but honestly, just look at the visuals mostly. And then look at the 6th job and just see stuff. And just see if any class speaks to you with just its visuals. Because at the end of the day, every class is viable. You just need to like find a class that you enjoy playing. Now, the other thing is, if you start on a class and you're like, ooh, I don't really like this class, you don't need to delete it because it's still progressing your account. And eventually you will want every class in the game at level 200. Now, you're not going to manually level all these characters to 200. Well, actually, technically 210 now, but let's ignore that for a fact. But you're at least going to want them at level 200 for the most part. You're not going to be manually leveling every single class in the game to 200. There's a bunch of things that you can use through events and other things that'll give you experience to level these up. But like the end game goal is to get a ton, if not all the classes to at least level 200. But yeah, I would just recommend going through the site. You look at all the classes, just click through them. And just look at them and just be like, okay, what interests me? To start you off, because for the webtoon itself, the main character himself is like a mix of like ice, lightning, fire, poison. With some, I want to say luminous stuff going on, and a little hint of kinesis because of the gravity stuff. That's the main character in the webtoon. Then obviously your pole arm guy is the Aaron. You'd play as the actual Aaron, so the female, the his like master. For the pirate chick, she's kind of a mix of Corsair and Cannoneer. Who else is in the thing? Oh, the healer guy is a bishop with a mix of like Buck, I want to say almost.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he gets into the thick of things, but he's a bishop at the end of the day. He'll heal
See.
you, but he'll beat the shit out of you too. Who else is a character in there? That's the main party people, pretty much. But yeah, so other things to compare this MMO to others, like yeah, it's like I said, I think RuneScape's the closest in terms of how you progress through the game, where like no matter what you do, no matter if you take a year break or come back and stuff, like your progression is not reset, it's still relevant. The progression you did might be easier, but that's the same thing in RuneScape when they reveal a new like activity for doing it. You just, you know, doing rune crafting in RuneScape was miserable until they released the minigame. In terms of endgame bossing, you definitely, like, the cool thing about this game is you can solo almost every boss in the game up to a certain point. Now, will soloing it take you infinitely more time versus, like, going in a group and doing it? Yes, but you could technically play the entire game through solo. Me and Billy pretty much duo progress the entire game so far with very little to next to none outside help.
Whenever you ever get help, I've never joined another group in my life.
Well, technically we use
Besides
some for
Monster
Black
Park.
Mage to help us with getting to phase 3 and stuff, right? Like, I say very little in the sense of, like, not getting carried per se, but, like, getting assistance in some ways. Like, the most I've been carried is I joined a single group on the Challenger World to see what it was like to do Lucid in a group. It was an absolute fiesta of just, it got obliterated. And then I got carried once on a Helix by somebody who was not you. And that's about it I can memorize of like me joining groups and doing stuff with other people. So progression in this game can be, you can join groups, get there faster. You can be solo or small man and be a bit slower, but just progress still. Leveling up characters. Oh, for systems that, like, why, you know, I told you you'd want every class at level 200 or so. This is one of the major systems in the game. It's called link skills. Every class has a link skill, some more useful than others. But whenever you level them up to certain level break points, they unlock these, and they can be used by any of your characters. So that's one of the major systems. And then that artifact place I showed you has a thing called Legion Board, which again, every character you level up, on that board there's a cap depending on like the level your total level on the account, how many characters you can put on the board itself. But the more characters you have leveled, the more you can put on the board essentially, and that gives a shit ton of power. But yeah, step one is just getting into the game, finding a class you like or something that you're like, ooh, this looks cool. See, the thing is, though, is like, for your main character, you play whatever you enjoy and whatever visually appeals to you and, like, playstyle works out for you. I'm almost guaranteed the first class you play will not be the class you end up maining. It's just a fact. I don't think I've met a single person that starts this game and ends up on the character they first made as their main character for the rest of their time playing this game. It just doesn't happen. Everybody swaps. I've swapped, Billy's swapped. I'm pretty sure I could ask any single person on my friends list here. Like, nobody sticks with their first character. But the progression and stuff isn't lost, and everything you do for that character is not useless. It still helps whatever character ends up being the main. So I just recommend trying out characters and just playing stuff. As a new...
you say trying out, but you're basically, like, once you get to 200, you're going to struggle to kill things until you level ups. Because those two systems are really, really strong.
Yes, but the thing is he's got no burning right now. There's no burning event going on right now, so he's going to be manually leveling stuff up.
Yeah, that's slightly rough.
Yeah, so usually in this game, there's a thing called burning events. What a burning event is, well, let's use the newest one that's going to be coming out next. So in November, there's going to be a burning event. The way that works is whenever you level up, it's going to, instead of being, let's say, you know, like, oh, it starts at level 10, and you would go to level 11 because you leveled up. Now with a burning event. The newest one would make it so you, instead of going from 10, you would just go straight to level 15. So you get 5 levels per level up. All the way up to 270. That's a daunting task of, like, telling somebody, like, yeah, you're going to be level 1 at this first day, and probably by the end of 2 hours. 2 hours, you're already 220, probably. 210.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to think. So it's definitely an information overload. But for you, there's no burning event going on right now. So what would happen for you is you start off a character, and you would get, the goal is to just level up a bunch of characters to level 70. Yeah, it's like a bullet train, essentially. You just get shot up in the levels instantly. Now, the thing is, as a new player, a lot of bosses and a lot of things have quest lines you need to do to unlock them in the first place. Some easier than others, some longer than others. But that's another big thing that's going to be like, some of them can take an hour. Some of them are literally as short of like 10 minutes of watching a cutscene. It very much varies depending what you're doing. So.
Okay, they removed all the 4-hour ones.
Cutscene simulator? Not really. Like, for some of the main stories, there's a lot of cutscenes, but for the most part, it's like a mix, right? Some of them are cutscenes, and some of them will just be like, do this, then kill a couple mobs, and then get some more lore and stuff. Really depends on which thing you're doing and what you're trying to do. Unlocking a lot of the bosses usually involves a lot of quests. Like unlocking Pigbean takes quite a while because it's like, okay, go to this map, kill 100 of these mobs. Go back, talk to the NPC. Kill 100 mobs, talk to another NPC. Repeat. So it really depends on what boss or what you're ending up doing. Yeah, it's definitely not FF14 levels of like cutscene simulator. That's just not how this game is. We have cutscenes, just not like that. Honestly, between WoW and FF14, there's not a lot of, like... not a lot of overlap, per se. I feel like Lost Ark's the other one that I can compare it to more than, like, the mainstream MMOs. Just because it's, like, pretty grindy, but Lost Ark's grind is not comparable to Maplestory's grind. Maplestory definitely has, like...
oh,
way more grinding that you can do. It's not necessary to do, that's the other thing. Like, yes, if you want to speed progression, you want to keep progressing every day, well, yeah, you're going to just be playing the game, so guess what? You're progressing. But, like, there's tons of people who just do dailies and, like, do their weekly bosses, and that's how they progress. And, yeah, it takes them longer to progress, but they're still getting somewhere. Yeah, because right now you're coming into the tail end of an event. Like, this event that we're currently doing is ending, and next week a new event is starting. The new event's going to be pretty good for you, because it's going to give you a lot of free resources that you can use. And it's pretty easy to do.
Coming with the burning?
Does it come with a burning? As far as I'm aware, no, but I might be wrong about that. Maybe there is a burning for it. Let's go see something.
I don't
Go.
think I mentioned it in the
I don't think it
preview.
mentioned it either. I don't think that's not something they would mention in that unless. Do I see anything that would make me believe there's a burning event for this? Doesn't seem like it. We're gonna get the official patch notes and all that stuff on Tuesday, which is coming up. You know, the 23rd usually is when they release it, so like the day before the patch comes out, they release the full information. The funny thing is about this game's cutscenes is a lot of the time it's literally a YouTube video that you just get linked to in-game that they just embedded. So be aware, it may deafen your ears because it does not follow the sound levels of the game. Do not wear headphones while doing it is all I can recommend. But the cutscenes are pretty epic. Like, I'm not gonna lie, they actually have good story and like the story is pretty interesting. It's just 99.999% of the player base skips everything because they don't care. Because that's not what they're
I
in
watched
for
it
the
the
game
first
for.
time.
If you ever want to know all the lore, there's multiple sites and multiple Reddit posts that link to like places to get the entire breakdown of the lore from the start to finish of like what's the actual events and how they happened. Some things have been changed and some things have been retconned, but they usually update those things and fix it. There are some pretty dedicated players in this game. On all ends of the game. Achievement hunting, monster collecting, just bossing, grinding levels, lore-wise. All types of players in this game. May just do that so I can skip through the lore. Honestly, it's probably better to go through those sites because they're going to be in order so you actually get an idea of what's happening and then you don't have to go scrounge for like, well, what happened to this character? And it's like this random obscure quest line that's just a random quest that you didn't even know existed because you didn't do some prerequisites. When I said it was convoluted to get the lore in this game, I was not kidding. But yeah, step one is just getting a character, like I said, just look through the classes. Even if you don't look at the abilities, just look at their little picture and be like, okay, this guy kind of looks cool. And just hop in the game and start playing. Yeah, you don't get to learn what happens to little Timmy. Because Jimmy decided that your reputation in the village was not high enough to even know what happens to Timmy. In this game, it's not quite reputation, but it's just prerequisite quests that you wouldn't even know existed and combined, because this game is older than World of Warcraft. As games have been around the block quite a bit. Yeah, 2003 was when this released, and World of Warcraft was 2004. This game's a full year ahead of it. I think even the NA release date of this game was before... It was... Oh, okay, well that's cool. That's not what I want to do. World of Warcraft. Release date was on November 23rd. Yeah, so this game even released before, because it was in May. So, yeah. To put in perspective, this game's been around the block. What class is that I'm playing? This is called Kinesis. If I turn on... Okay, so... One of the things you'll learn to do. When you're bossing, the skill affects transparency. You're going to turn that way low. Outside of that, you can turn them on and just actually see the visuals. Let me just pop into somewhere here. So this character controls gravity, essentially. You're telekinetic, and you just can shoot stuff. If you're looking for a strong class, this ain't it, boss. This is not it. It is considered the weakest class in the entire game after the next patch is coming out. So if you want powerful class, definitely not this. Aesthetic-wise, though, very cool. One of my favorite classes. I'm still going to keep it as one of my main characters because I enjoy it. But, you know, we're going through a rough patch. So other things I can do, I can summon a train. Well, the train is blocked by this boat, apparently. But, yeah, you summon a train. You summon this giant cube that floats around that you can control and move around. What else is there here? Let me see. Well, we need mobs. We need a mob to spawn. The mobs died because of my cube, so let me turn this off so I can actually... We can summon a black hole that sucks in enemies and does damage over time. We can summon a giant cube above my head that builds itself, and the more I damage with it, the more it does at the end. We get some cool cutscenes. So this is an iframe. We get this little thing that pops up. So every class gets a thing called an origin skill. Origin skills are 6-minute cooldowns that do an insane amount of damage for most classes, not all of them. Not all origins are built the same, but they all have custom animations. So this is mine, where I summon down a cube on a city and explode a city. And it does a bunch of damage. Every class has an origin cutscene. That would be in the 6 job tab that I told you when you're looking at the classes. Literally, the reason why I made this class in the first place is that I saw that origin cutscene and I was like, you know what? I like it. And that's why I have a Kinesis. As simple as that. Shade, and it looks interesting. Shade's a pretty decent class. It's got a lot of benefits that people like for party bossing, and for soloing, it's pretty decent. At the end of the day, like, there's not many classes that really struggle at soloing. Every class is going to have different pros and cons. Let's take, for example, Billy. Billy started on Akana, and Akana has next to no ignore enemy defense. So for him, bossing at the start was a nightmare. Because
Yeah, don't do that.
I would not recommend Kana to start with, because that class kind of needs Legion and other things to, like, help it out. It is getting remade also soon. We don't know the details of the remake. But Kana and Hayato are 2 classes I would avoid right now, because if you enjoy the current playstyle, we don't know if the current playstyle is going to stick around. Due to it being remade.
Some remakes are huge. Like, there was a Beast Tamer used to be a class that's completely gone. Every spell is different.
Yeah, they
Whereas
became
something
Lin.
like Aaron got remastered, but it was barely changed.
Hey, it got a demaster is what we call it, as Aaron players. Most remasters are
there was
usually
a
solid.
Big difference.
Yeah, well, yeah, Lin and Beast... Well, yes, Lin and Beast Tamer are not even the same class anymore. If you looked at them before and after, you're like, what happened? But, like, Lin... The Beastmaster into Lin remake was... Lin is now one of the strongest classes in the game.
As a support.
Well, even as a solo, it still does insane damage. I know you say it doesn't, but then I watch people solo with it at, like, crazy low combat power and do stuff that I'm like, yeah,
I don't even care that it's strong. It's so fucking boring.
Well, yeah, that's because you don't like it, alright? That's a very subjective opinion of it.
I'm saying it's boring as a Lumi rid.
Yeah, well, you like your Lumi, and you don't like Lin. I like Lin. It's kind of fun to me. Hello,
You
Sal.
like pressing 3 buttons for your DPS rotation, play a Lin.
Look, you're not looking for the DPS rotation being interesting. You're looking at the supporty side of things being fun. And doing the kooky stuff you can do, like teleporting someone into their death.
I would do that.
Oh, you would 100% do that. You played Priest, and wow, you life grip people to their death all the time.
I did.
I'm doing pretty
I've
good,
seen
Sal.
people do that. during bosses.
Hopefully the food was good, and congrats on carrying somebody to floor 90, since you couldn't get past the floor 45 in Frontier, so good job on doing that.
That's a pretty big difference.
It's pretty big, yeah.
That means he was probably good at surviving, but was not good at DPSing.
Not necessarily, right? Because there's a lot of RNG when you're doing a road run in Frontier, because every floor has a set pool it picks from, but certain of those are just run enders, because the average player will just not be able to kill some of the setups. So, like, one of the combos can be, like, the hardest monster in the game, Alzelian, and then, like, another one that's just a nightmare monster that people don't want to fight, right? And then it's like, okay, well, my whole team, like, can't fight either of these mobs, so your run just kind of dies there a lot of the time. So there's some RNG factors, but if you're good enough at the game, well, you don't need to worry about that, but most players are not that great. Alright, let's see if I can get somebody for this Commercy party quest. Recruit. CPQ. Yeah, I know you're not coming, bud.
Rip.
Because you're whapping.
I am up.
Siberian the Time-Traveling Warrior is currently free to keep on Steam. I've never heard of that game. I've never heard of this. Let's go. Siberian the Time-Traveling Warrior. Oh. Wow, this is not what I was expecting with that name. Sure, I'll take it, because, like, why not? It's a free game. I might never play it. Oh, way moly, we have a human being. It's like half the games in your library. Alright, this guy's just on a party. Alright, well, I will not invite you, sir. Apparently it's part of a sale. There's a bunch of games that... Oh, these games are just on sale, but not necessarily free. He's a solid hunter, but between crashes and having cooked randos was whack for him. Also, streaming it too doesn't help. Yeah, you know, that game tends to have some issues in Road every now and then, you know? Private servers are private servers. Let's see, is there anything else that's free in this list of games that they said? Doesn't seem like it. Lots of games on sale in here.
I refuse to buy another game until I beat Claire. And I haven't played Claire in like 2 months because I've been addicted to Maplestory.
Yeah, yeah. And then you've been playing Dota when you don't play Maplestory.
And Dota.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if you weren't playing Dota, you'd probably still would have been playing some Lost Ark, and you probably would have just kept up with it, but because you're playing Dota every time you're not in Maplestory, you're just like, yeah, I didn't care. And that's kind of what I expected to happen, because I was like, he's too addicted to 2 games right now to, like, put more time. It's like, why would I play this game when I can play these 2?
I want the Legion Commander level 100, man. I will do it.
You're getting there. You have till November. So, should be achievable.
Should be. Maybe I'll get 1 progress on my Pudge Immortal, or Arcana at that time. Fucking bullshit requirement.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to do.
I don't even want to play Pudge against a Rubik man. Because, like, if you give him Hook, it's just fucking sad. You should never give him Hook. But if he gets it, well, you're sad.
It's pretty bad, yeah. But yeah, Killen, if you have any questions about anything or want to know anything, just pop into stream, or you can join the Discord and just ask in there. People in the community are very helpful. Like, I don't think I've met a single person that I, like, okay, there's always going to be bad apples in every community, don't get me wrong. But I personally haven't really run into people where I'm like, wow, you were just a dickhead. People are pretty chill in this game for the most part. I just wanted another person to pop up. Oh yeah, I got a superior yesterday and I didn't move it over. Or wait, did I get a superior today? That actually, is that? That's from today. I got a superior and didn't even realize. Alright, well. It's a thing. Haven't met anyone you would want to take a baseball bat to? No, not yet. Not yet. Technically, the one person that I met that would be in that category was a hacker, but it wasn't really hurting me. And I just reported him, and we're like, well, that's the end of that.
Technically, he was hurting you. He was taking your burning, the bastard.
Technically not, because we were sharing the burning.
It would have been 10% more if he was in there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be real.
But yeah, for the most part, people have been pretty helpful. Always willing to explain stuff and just help out new players, because this game is definitely just... There's so much to learn. Yeah, I won't be bossing until like later today. At like 8 PM EDT is when I'm going to start bossing, so... And by then, usually the first pull of the boss, I forget to put it low, and then it's just... Then I remember. And that's about all she wrote. The reason I say that is just because, like, as you can see right now, I have 2 skills going on, and we can't really see the background. Stuff gets covered. You can just imagine when I spawn all of the stuff and have everything going on like this, and I'm spamming like this. Can you tell what's going on the screen? Because I sure can't.
And most bosses have
They're
quite a
also
few
going to have
one-shot
effects that
mechanics.
you're want to dodging and stuff, and just, I don't. Because that wasn't even everything, you know? That I was still not pressing all my abilities because I didn't pop my cooldown and stuff. It's like, there's a lot of stuff that happens on the screen. And that's why you turn them to low. Or practically off, so that you don't need to worry about them. While you're looking for this small little tell or animation to be like, ah, this is what he's about to do. Or you're dodging a string. At one point you will understand what it means to dodge strings. You are very far from that point. The thing is, we're saying, like, it's going to take forever to get to certain things, but, like, for you it's going to take a bit longer, but if you had a burning event, right, because there's a thing that came out recently that is called the Challenger World. That's going to start up again in November. That is a massive thing for new players, because you go on there, there's going to be a burn for it, and it gives you a bunch of rewards for playing on that server as a new player, or even as a current player. Like, just playing on that server gives you a bunch of rewards. And then once you're done, you can transfer it over. Before I get to that and keep explaining it, though, you should play on the heroic servers and not the interactive servers. I would recommend Kronos, but you could also pick Hyperion. But just play on one of those 2 servers, because those are the servers we play on, and they're the non-pay-to-win servers. Interactive is the one with the marketplace and being able to trade and being able to buy stuff. Those are the pay-to-win servers. So Kronos and Hyperion are the two servers you should play on. We play on Kronos. 90% of the player base plays on Kronos. But they are implementing that you can party boss with people from Hyperion eventually. So... But, like, guilds and just being on the same map as other people will always be stuck to the respective servers. But yeah, back to the Challenger world. That we had somebody who just started playing the game on my friends list. His name is Free Cheesing in Twitch, and in the game he's called Bound. And Bound literally started playing like a month before. He had just started a character. And was... Then the Challenger World came out, and he's already like a 275 character with like pretty good gear and doing a bunch of bosses. He soloed a bunch of bosses and learned a bunch of bossing because of the Challenger World. Now, he went pretty hard on the grinding. So, like, he got pretty high up there pretty quickly and did a lot, and he was pretty tryhard about it. But even if you just play on the Challenger World, like, it does let you learn about a lot of things, and just, you get a lot of rewards for playing on there. So when the next one comes out, if you're still playing at that time in November, would be a worthwhile time to go on it and play.
I basically daily storied the server and got a 275.
Yeah, like, if
I
you
did
just
some
play on
grinding
that
with that.
server, and, like, even if you're casual and you just do your dailies and, like, you don't really try hard on it, it gives you a lot of XP and rewards, so... I'm trying to think, right? Like, getting to 70 as a brand new player is probably going to be, like... going to take you a lot longer than realistically it would take us, obviously. Like, even if we ignore Legion
It's
and all
not gonna
that
be
stuff.
bad, though.
It's still not that bad. Getting to 70 is pretty, like, quick. Because, like I
Also
said...
depends on what character. If he's a storyline character, it's gonna be a lot longer.
Yeah, it really depends on what character you pick, but, like... The leveling experience to 70 is not that bad.
No.
Because 70 is the first link skill, so, like, a lot of people, when they start off their account and they're brand new, one of the things they do is, like... There are certain Legion and Link effects that are very powerful that you'd like early on. That you just level up to 70 so you get the access to them, and then you just level up a bunch of characters and then move on to your actual main after you've leveled, like, those. But I feel like that's more of an experienced player's way of playing it. As a new player, it's better to just start on a character and just, like, experience the game. Figure stuff out. Because that Grandest Library site I gave you, with all the classes and stuff, there's a lot of useful information on there. Like, if you go to content in the quick links, there's a progression guide, boss prequests, abnormal statuses, like stat terms, attack speed. Like, there's link skills. You can go look at all the link skills and stuff. Like, there's a ton of good information on that site. It's just... It's like everything. You just got to get started somewhere and just start doing it. Because reading about it is all nice and all. But if you never press the start stream button, it doesn't matter how much you know about streaming and stuff like that, you know? You gotta get your feet wet and just dive in and be like, well, what's happening here, you know? Learn the game. Oh, I guess I could do 4... Or no, I didn't coin cap. I only got 100 coins. That's right. Derpity derp derp.
Huh?
No, because I was going to go do the stick RNG thing, but
Oh,
can't really do that now, can I?
kind of annoying those two things are attached to each other. Rock and the coins.
It is what it is. Most of the time they're detached, but Night Troop's been weird about stuff this time. The thing we're referenced to is the current event is called Night Troop. And usually, if you see this little coin counter down here, usually this is a separate system from the thing we're calling a proc. Because right now, when you kill X amount of mobs, you'll get rewarded based on what thing you took for the event. And... whoops. That's not what I want to do. And right now, those are both attached to each other, and usually in other events, they're detached, so you could do one or the other on a character and not have to worry about it. It's not the end of the world, but it can be annoying in some cases. Okay, I need to relock that so you don't get sorted into the void when I do that. Okay, that's good, that's good. Alright, to the cadena. Oh, I also need to do Ursus. Alright. Swap to mobbing mode. Turn on the pets so they actually loot stuff. Return to the abyss from which I came in to order to let the game download. Good luck with the download. Hopefully it goes fast. Like I said, if you ever have any questions, you're lost, you're confused, you don't know what you need to do, just pop into the stream. Thank you for the follow, Killin' Right. I'm always willing to help you out with whatever you could possibly have as a question. And the worst comes to worst, we figure it out together. Because there are definitely times where somebody asks me a question and I'm like, you know, I never thought about that. I'll just smash my head against the wall until it either gives or my skull does. That's usually how I play games like this. Well, hopefully you don't need to skull crack too much, but we'll have to see. Yeah, how do I want to do this? I don't really have flames to give to this weapon. Actually, what is... I need to go look at what this weapon has for... whatchamacallit? As, what its attack power is for ranks for flames. Flame calculator. Okay, the weapon has, what is it? 276. So this 73 is a tier 4. Okay, so that's garbage. 170 is what I'm looking for a tier 7, and 133 for tier 6.
Can you flame in your weapon?
Well, I want to see what my flame was with the random flame I gave it. You can only get up to tier 5, right, with flames, for red flames?
The red ones, yeah.
Alright, well, let's give this another try and just see what we get. We have 2 more, and it gave nothing. Oh, that's kind of what we expected to happen. Back-to-back ads about gambling. Yeah. You know. Always amazes me how, like, the gambling ads just... Once they're in on those on certain sites.
Still blind to the
Because they pay an arm and a leg to advertise for themselves. No Dominator for me today. Unfortunate. Let's go kill Golux. Maybe I get another Superior. Huh. I think it's the fastest I've ever killed Golux, and I don't even know why it died so quick, because, like, I'm in my mobbing gear. What did I change in my mobbing gear that gave me more power?
It was Lynx, Legion, or
Oh, the 30%
30%
boss.
rock.
No, the 30%
Oh.
boss. Because now instead of me having to wait between the cutscenes, because it wouldn't just kill it, the 30% boss just outright just like obliterates it in the initial burst. That's what is the change. Because I was like, why did I go up so much combat power? But that would explain it. Because I've done it with the links on the wrong thing. Because you were correct that the links are in the bossing one also, but that is usually not enough to do what I just did, where it just like disappears before my eyes. Okay, that's done. We're almost level 40 on artifacts, so that's good. That means I'll be able to unlock this and level it up twice right away. I think. Actually, it might not be twice. Might just be once. Not actually sure about that. Okay, what else do I need to do here? Turn these on. Okay, how do I want to go about this? So we need to cube this, we need to cube this, we need to cube this, and we need to cube that. I need something to give it epic potential. Do I still have another one of these tickets, or have I used both for the week? I've used both for the week. Awkward. What other sources of epic potential scrolls could I possibly have? I have none in my bank. Yeah, I don't have any epic potentials, so these gloves are kind of dead in the water with that then. Well, let's try to make the weapon unique at least. Step 1 is getting weapon to unique. If it doesn't get to unique, well, we're in trouble. Alright, it's unique. Simple. Now we got some to get this to legendary. Cannot use the one more try function right now. How nice, game. Thank you. Does it get to legendary off 3 of these cubes? No. Kind of expected.
That was helpful.
It's not, I mean, that's the expectation there, but you never know. Okay, well, the step 1 would also be to star this, because it needs to get started up if I'm actually going to wear it. So, let's go to the guild and star it up and see how that goes. I think just a 15 star will be better than my weapon, but I'm not sure about that without it having a good flame, or at least a flame even. Because right now, right now it's 192. Oh wait, I'm stupid. Why am I doing math when I can just literally look at the first number and see the total? It's 384. Okay, so it doesn't need that much more to beat that. Ignore defense and boss damage is equal pretty much. Well, it's 10% less. And then the attack line is going to be better, so yeah. As long as I start this up to like 15 and I'm not broke after that, it should be fine. Okay. And 1 tap for luck to get the 16. Easy 16. Alright. That's done. So now it's at 393 with just that. Okay. I should probably get these other pieces to 15 also. One tap to 16? Okay, no. Not wasting more money on that. We do one tap each.
In before boom?
Oh no, I'm safeguarding it.
Ah, I see.
Wait, what are my current glows? Oh, these are 17s. Okay, we don't really need to care about these glows right now. Okay, these glows are wasted money. At least we didn't get it that high. Okay, get this to 15. Please tap up. One more tap. Please just go to 50. 50. Okay, you're done. I give up on you, Boots. You're just done, so we need the rest for cubing purposes. Now we're going to buy a bunch of cubes, and we're going to spend some cubes to upgrade these. Where do I want a cube at? Where is my choice of cubing today? You know, I'm feeling Kerning Tower. Hello, Rudy B.
How many cubes do you even have? Did
70 cubes to do something with.
Combine your gold yet?
No, this is all the money I have right now from the bossing. This is everything.
For all
so.
characters or just that character?
For all my characters again, okay? I haven't done all my bosses this week, but...
It's okay, I'm broke too. I spent everything today. Is that the arcane weapon?
Yep. Alright, can you just go up to Legendary? Because without this going to Legendary, it's going to be real rough to actually use you. Well, that's a fucking line and a half. What the hell?
Do you even need legendary now?
I don't think so.
Real question.
I don't think I need Legendary on this for the moment. I think that's done. Jesus. Things I didn't expect to see. 60% boss with 7 attack. Alright, I guess we're just gonna sit on unique for a bit, because what the WTF. I realize I rolled over a 7% all stat, but let's be real, that's not okay. Well, that's something, but it's not great. Let's see. Let me just keep rolling this. Surely this.
You got real faith in those boots. Just had a lot of 11%.
Well, I mean, it's better than what I had before. I had no stat before, so I'm taking that. 17% luck. Okay, well. Still worse than the cape, because the cape rolled double prime and is already at 20%. Surely one of these upgrades to legendary, right? Like, how have I not gotten a single legendary in almost 70 cubes?
You said double prime, but 20%.
Yeah, it's a unique.
All stats prime?
No, unique, my man.
Oh. Okay, gotcha.
Random cube rolled onto that, and I was like, well, I guess we're just sitting with that, because that's pretty much what I'd get for going to legendary. Hey, we're legendary. Alright, Boots. Can you give me something good? What do we get? That is 20%. That's something. Holy, there's a lot of bad lines on Boots, actually, when I'm looking at this.
If you're trying to go for boots, you should technically be using blue cubes to try to go for a triple line.
Well, at this point, I'm just using the rest of the cubes on something to just go for stuff and just see.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I can just swap to my arcanes now, and I'm just better in my Challenger World set.
I would hope so. With 5 arcane pieces? Challenger post. Yeah, never mind. I would hope so.
Can I even
Are you
cube
gonna use
yet?
the Star Foresting event to get to 17s at least?
I think I might just... Well, yeah, I'm gonna try and get to 17, but, you know, we'll see what happens, right? Because I still want to cube a bunch of stuff, so it's, like, rough. Let's see, what else can I throw these cubes at here? Let's go look at the real gear set. Oh, yeah. Oh, my shoulders are terrible. Oh my god, I forgot that they were that bad. Please be big. Nope. Okay. Let's buy some blue cubes and just chuck them in my shoulders and just see what happens. Uh, 30 blue cubes. Let's see what comes out of this. 13% luck. 23% int. 23% strength. Hey, can we get 23% luck? Every stat but what we'd want almost. Okay, there's been a lot of triple statters here. Can we, That's 20% luck.
Don't settle. You have 19 cubes.
Yeah, I'm feeling lucky, so I'm just gonna keep going. Maybe this bites me in the ass, but we'll see.
Totem. Give me the monster.
That's 17. That's 70% all stat. 23% strength. 10% luck.
Never monster collection.
Okay, well, I mean, this is a weird one, but we're gonna settle on it because it's 13% plus 7 all stat and 7 all stat.
7 is decent, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. What else do I have here? I guess I could. That's not tiered up though. I guess I can just hold on to these because once I get another epic potential scroll, I can do it on the Ember Thief gloves. Because I have till. Oh yeah, I have till 12:19. Okay, these cubes are not going to disappear on me. We can hold on to them. We don't need to use them right away. Okay. So with that, we now will be equipping all of this.
Look at your CP first to see.
Well, I'm in this set, so let's go back to what we were using before on this set. We're at 25.6, and with all this gear equipped, we go up to 29.0. So
No, it is an upgrade. Huge.
we have gained a lot of combat power. And this gear is not even close to being anything very usable. My gloves literally give me 0 stuff. My flames are trash on most of these items. This is a 74.
I thought you got another glove.
Yes,
Oh,
but
you
I
do
don't
another
have...
glove, you just haven't.
I have no potential and I have no nothing for it, and this glove is already 17 star.
Okay.
So, you know, we're making do with what we gotta do. We have completely outgrown the set. That's good. Let's see, what do we have here? What am I looking for? I was looking for these guys right here. Which one's a good one? This is the 60%er. Oh. I went to try and put a soul on my weapon, but... Okay, soul is in there. Now... I need to make a soul randomly, so where's my soul bag? I guess I could just use... Wait. Before I
usually
split
just
myself
make a
to
big
Pino.
game for Pino.
I have this saved in my channel. Let me go grab that. It's in here. Souls for Pino. I always forget. Which ones are mags that I could use?
I mean, I would not use a freaking mag.
Well, I have all these Papulatus ones that are useless, right? So I'm trying to
Oh,
see if
so that's
Papulatus
good.
works for it. He does not. Alright, well, that is not going to be used then, because... Alright, so that's useless. Oh, Pink Bean. What is the rank of Pink? Is Pink Bean a good soul or a bad soul?
It's a good
Souls...
soul.
Maplestory. Is it an SS rank one?
Pretty sure it is.
Let's go see. I'm going to go look at them here. He is only S tier for Pink Bean.
Ah.
So I guess I can just use one of these Pink Bean ones because he apparently works for that, so... YOLO! Boss damage 5%. We won big.
That is not bad.
I mean, for just a random soul that I just slapped in for free. Alright. Arcane Weapon has now got a bit more boss damage on top of everything else. And I get the super skill that I've never seen before.
Budget suck. You needed the non-mag.
No, I looked at the list. It's mag and normal. Works for Pink Bean.
Okay.
Would not have done that otherwise.
Curiosity's sake. It's my soul I'm using. Oh, it's not bad. 10 magic attack. 20 if it's charged.
Well, no, it's 30 because you get plus 20 attack for your soul being at the 1,000 thing.
Yes.
Oh, you said 10 plus 20. Okay. Yeah, I understand the sentence now you said. You were saying plus as in an actual plus and not just plus 20 as in that's the total amount. English, by the way. Okay, what else can I do? I mean, I can't believe this boss weapon, though. This is crazy. Like, 60% boss with 7 attack power. It's like, okay. It's not ideal. It's not an endgame one, but we're gonna settle on that for now, because, like, Jesus. When free cheesing comes in today, I'm gonna be, yes, I'm winning.
Are you, though? Look at those arcane clubs. I don't know. Hopefully your RNG for getting crit damage is a little bit better than mine was.
Maybe I go buy some red flames to just give it a bit of attack. I don't like doing that, but at the same time, like, that's...
If we're gonna be black maging, yes, you should.
Yeah, I'm
You
just broke.
absolutely should.
Wait, can I buy the black flame? Can I buy the flames from my Android? I never checked. I know I can buy the cubes, but can I buy the flames?
Wait, what about
Nope,
what
can't buy
about for
flames.
this event?
What do you mean this event? Oh, those things? Yeah, I
You-
don't have any coins right now.
What'd you spend it all on?
What do you mean what did I spend it all on? I bought the frags. Bought the
Yeah.
50 frags.
You did this week too?
Yeah.
Okay.
My shop's at 0. I bought out the node stones, I bought out the XP things, I bought out as many frags as I could do. I didn't even buy all of them. And then... after the frags are done, that's when I'm gonna have the symbol selector be able to buy. So I'm gonna buy the symbol selectors, and then after that it's just flames. Because, like, there's nothing else in the shop I need to buy. I guess technically I would buy the karma cubes and stuff, but... Whoops, I went into the free market. This is not where I want to go. To the flame vendor.
How much experience does that mag EXP thing? Is it even worth for us? Probably not,
I
right?
was like... let me go look exactly. All in one. Okay, everything has been removed from this to just do it. There's a level 279. Let's just go 0% XP. It was a Magnificent Growth Potion, right, is the name of that thing that we would get?
The 251.
Yeah, it's the Magnificent Growth Potion. If we save and recalculate, it gives me 1.77% XP. So
That's not
1.7%.
horrible, since we have 3.
Yeah, but it's 10k for 1.
Yeah, I think I'd rather have 50 coins.
I'd rather
Or
just
50,
buy
flames.
flames. I'd rather buy the Karma cubes. Like, you can buy 40 cubes for less. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't feel that worth. Anyways, let's buy... We'll start off... Well, I want to buy more than that. Let's buy 5. And just see. Because we're going to slowball this. Because there's no reason to, like, super speed this up. Alright. And I misclick. Got all of this. Attack power 101 with 24 luck. I guess we're done. Because
That is 101 for you.
that's the highest it can be for that.
Oh, nice.
Fuck, I went to the wrong one. I didn't go to Wacky Beans. Yeah, because this says what? 276. Yeah, that's a tier 5. That's the highest weapon attack I can get on a flame. For red flames. Technically you can go up to tier 6, so not the highest, but...
Can red flames go to tier 6?
Based on this, it does say yes. Tiers 3 to 6 is what's available. 4 to 7, and then if you get the Karma ones that are not available to us, it's 5 to 7 only. So, the fact that I hit tier 5, I'm going to call that a win. Because that's, like, good enough.
Why did I think they only went to tier 5?
So, what about these other ones? Is there anything I should just try to... This is 74. Boots, I'm sure I can get you better. That's 68. It's better. That's 104. There we go. Like I said, I was pretty sure I could make that better. That's over 100. These can't get a flame. And then my gloves are 36 and 5. But these are even worse. That's terrible, and that's also terrible. Alright, well, let's buy... I missed them. Where the hell did the flames go? Oh, they're all at the top. Why did I think they're at the bottom? Oh, I'm broke. I don't actually have any more money. Flames are more expensive than I thought. Huh. Do I have any money anywhere? Because now I kind of bricked that flame, so I kind of want a flame on it. Red box, Thursday's honor. Gold box. Yes, let's open up these.
That is like 400k per box, I think.
But they can give them
Do you have any of the bags?
No, we're out of bags. So I'm when I said I've used all my mesos on this account, like I've been brokey for every single day. There's a couple other things I can sell for some more meso here. Because I'm looking at my inventory and I'm like, ah, yes. The stacks of items that you don't sell until you need the mesos. Really wish there was a way to use these faster. I think with the UI update, they might be improving that, so hopefully that's true. The other thing is we have the weekly boss clear recount, or clear count reset tickets that we didn't use yet. So we do have to do those at 1.2. Can't forget because we only have this week.
What character are we doing them on? I'm doing them on Lumi.
Well, you're Lumi and Mycadena, obviously. And we just do them because those are the two characters we want pitched on, and we can't reset for other characters. Yeah. Spell traces get sold. Spell traces get sold. We're back to 100 mil. Buy some more flames. I can sell these reindeer milks and sunset dews. There we go, 141 mil from selling that. Alright, we got more flame buying potential here. 5. Okay, back to the gloves. Alright, gloves. You need to roll at least... Whoops, that's the wrong pair of gloves. Okay, you need to roll the stat we want. Step 1, the stat we want. That's 4% stat. That's not exact. 44 luck. That's the same as the 4%. There we go, 100 in power. Not great,
I'll be right
but
back.
better.
Cracks. We're back.
These are not great flames for these items, but we're also not using the best items in the world for flaming here. And that's good enough for now. We'll save the rest of the mesos. Is there anything else we need to potentially buy? You can buy hard cubes? That's wild. Things I didn't know when I learned today. You can buy hard cubes. Oh, I also could have done Ursus. You missed me. How? Come on, grab me already. There we go. Ursus is fun. Wait, are people just queued up? Can I just... Oh my god, there's nobody in here. Okay. We're not doing the wait. If I could have just got into a run like that real quick, I would do it, because sometimes it's faster than this, just because this guy doesn't like jumping all the time. I would like to get smacked and nommed. Can you not grab me because of my shield? Is that what's happening? Huh. How do I disable potions? There we go. There we go. Now I should be able to do this a bit quicker. And done. Alright, can you murder me now? Hello, mob. Can you hit me or assist? Can you Why are you using... What? What did I turn off that didn't turn that off then? I'm so confused. Huh. I thought I turned it off, but apparently not. I don't know how to turn off potions once you enable it, to be honest. I have not learned. Okay, well, that's done. Good lord, I've went up in power though. That's crazy. I did not do Commercy yet, that's what I'm forgetting. Okay, let's go do Commercy. Oh, can I not cancel this animation while I'm in here? Oh. Oh. Oh, you can't do that. Oh my god, that would explain why I don't animation cancel sometimes. How did I not know that? Alright, let's see. Is anybody in here? Damn. There's already 3 people. Alright, well, let's make a bossing party and recruit for CPQ. Round 2. Can we get some people for this? CPQ, sometimes you be like that, sometimes you're great, sometimes you're terrible. Wait, hold on, your combat power is only 83 mil. And you can request higher than you have? Wow, that's interesting. Most games don't let you do that. It's a new one to me. How has he's never gotten a ring box, that's crazy. Except... Oops. Oh, and these are the people who are coming out who've done their runs. RIP. Let's see, what is this guy rocking? White the outfit. Boss 40, 10 attack power, and ignore defense 30. Huh. Wow, okay. Crit damage with 23 stat. Not as good as double crit damage lines, but I mean, it's something. And those people are done their runs. That's Pathfinder. What cape is he using as his transmog? Oh, that's just the Challenger World cape. I see. Cape looks pretty cool. Alright, let's see here. Is there a way to move us up in the list somehow? I don't think there's a way to, like, move us up in the list from refreshing. Oh. We did it! A 261 Corsair. Oh my, open inventory slots, always good to see. Wow, this Corsair looks like my Corsair, gear-wise. That's kind of funny. Alright, and back in we go. That's not what I want to press, but it is what it is. Oh, we're in Goldway. Well, you know, disaster always strikes. I see. Not much we can do but wait. Oh, we have a low monster kill, I feel like. Oh, no, we just have a lot of time, never mind. Okay, so if I get an epic potential scroll, we send it to this, and then we try to cube that up. Guardian Angel Ring, I already have one of those equipped, don't I? On my bossing set? Yes, we have a Guardian Angel Ring. Twilight Mark's another thing I need to work on, because that's going to replace my Sweetwater Tattoo. So the Sweetwater Tattoo can be demoted to being mobbing gear now. Once this is up. We need flames out the wazoo, is what we need. Good thing that we're getting 150 on like the first day of the event when on the 24th. And now we wait, it's gonna be a few seconds, there we go. And it's go away. Well. The one thing that we want to avoid. It's a 1 in 3 or a 1 in 4. I can never remember. Let me go look at that. I know there's Hunter's Way, Silk Way, and Gold Way. I don't know if there's another one. Commercy. CPQ. Maplestory. CPQ, for Mercy, Maplestory. Apparently, the site that is defunct that I clicked on, so that's cool. Mercy trade. Let's see, do they have it very easily in here for the party quest? Yes. Oh, there's only 3. So there's Goalway, Hunter's Way, and Silkway. So Silkway is the best for getting Sweetwater, Hunter's Way is the best for experience, and then Goldway is the best for Dinaros. Interesting. The more you learn. And we are done, I want to say. Alright, now I go do... Did I even do it correctly? Yes. I gotta do the solo voyages for the day. 1, 2, 3, 6. And that's done. Put the chain down and hope for the best. Gotta love the commercy.
I'm back.
Oh, Billy, welcome back. What'd you go AFK for? I missed what you said.
Went to eat.
Ah, should have assumed.
I think I'm gonna start another WEP. Why not do another one, right?
May as well.
I have everything else done. Do my PAMs real fast. Then, run out of inventory space because of owls.
You can just put some in the bank at worst comes to worst, you know?
Yeah. Also, I got jack shit for my little RNG draw thing. I got 20 symbols. Did you do yours yet?
Well, if you would inspect the amount of coins I've done so far and the non-grinding I've done, what do you think the answer is to that, Billy?
Oh, you haven't even... Okay.
I mean, I just spent, like, I just did Ursus, I did Commercy, and now I'm gonna go grinding soon.
I'll succeed on his first try. I believe this is going to be a boss damage. I'll call it now.
I mean, I hope. Would like it.
Nope.
It's what I expected, but you know, I was hoping. Why am I keeping this reinforced? What would I need reinforced for? This is 21. So, I mean, that's just, no, that's, nope. I don't know why I'm keeping that reinforced. Da, 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 da. Okay, so cubing wise, this is 20%, this is dead, this is 20%, this is decent. And then weapon wise, well, I mean, we're not re-rolling this anytime soon, I feel like.
Probably just don't re-roll it. Wait for Genesis.
Yeah, honestly, I probably will. Because, like, the hell am I getting? Oh, I could get more attack. It's like, that's cool, but, like, Jesus, guys. I think I don't touch this weapon anymore other than getting to 17 stars, which shouldn't be that bad, but we'll see what happens. Went up a little bit.
Fucking owl now. That was not level 5. Oops.
Unfortunate.
Well.
Yeah, this character is getting pretty geared pretty quickly all of a sudden. I went from like having nothing to, hey, 1 week happened and now I have a weapon and all the pieces I need for arcanes. Good.
That is an MVP in 2 minutes. Yeah, you got a lot of gear lately.
The state of this character, there's still a lot of stuff to work on, don't get me wrong. It is nowhere near completed, but it is definitely making headway into being very strong.
Wow, 15 times experience. Wow.
Where'd you get that from?
The Sunday event, or the Sunday things.
Oh. Oh, don't you worry. Once this event is done, we'll get back to having 3x coupons and stuff. That reminds me, I want to go craft some more of the mini waps and waps.
So the mini waps are half for 6. Which means if you do it, it'll be 12. Which is 3 times, or 1 times 4 is 1 for a big whap. So they're equal, by the way. At least in juniper berries. I didn't really pay attention to anything else because juniper was the only thing I cared about. That's like the limiting thing. Do I still have this? Secret. Yes, I do. Yeah, so you save a little bit on superior item crystals, but those are negligent, so it's equal timing if you do wealth or small wealth.
Yeah, so small wealth is always better, gotcha.
I don't like having to reapply, man. Small wealth.
Personal preference, I prefer being able to just grind in 30-minute sessions, and then if I need the AFK or something, I can.
This is my...
And the other thing is, if you're using the small concentrated EXP accumulation potions, well, those are only in 30-minute variants.
Yeah, no, I'm just using the big EXP ones. Fuck that shit. Why do I not see owl spawning? There's one person here. Okay, cool. Just don't spawn for me, owls. I'll switch.
Oh,
sorry.
That's because there's a little bit of a protection when you go into portals.
There we go.
So the other guy's probably in a portal or something right now. And he has a bit of protection. I think they added that or did something so you don't just insta-get sniped, but if the portal goes too long, you just get sniped. And depending which one you get, well, you might get sniped.
I see.
Dun, 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 dun. Commercy. Commercy is super interactive gameplay. Oh, by the way, I looked up for Gold Way, Silk Way, and Hunter's Way. So Hunter's Way is your best chance of getting Sweetwater weapons. Gold Way is your best for Dinaros, and Silk Way is the best for experience.
I see.
2 of those things do not matter in this state. Well, actually, the Sweetwater weapon could be useful for Dual Blade at least, so they're happy when they get the Silk Way one, or the Hunter's Way one. But for the rest of us, it's avoid Goldway just to save time and life.
Is this a fucking demon slayer? Like, it is a demon slayer. I was like, he's a demon slayer or a hacker, because he is going all over the map.
Yep. The fact that it just teleports to any mob they want is crazy. Like, it just teleports no matter where. Like, you just pick a mob on the map and it goes. It's like, what?
You don't pick.
Well, no, but I mean, like, it can go to any mob on the map, which is crazy, because
Yeah.
nothing else has that much range.
It's like, if you're on the right side, and honestly, I don't know how it works. Depending on if you hold the left or right and press teleport, it'll teleport to the completely farthest mob or the closest one. I don't really do the teleporting on my Demon Slayer. He's not really strong enough for that.
Yeah, it is required, like, to be a certain level of gear to be able to do that.
Yep.
Which not everybody has.
Guy's at 281. Why the fuck is he still here?
Some people
He is
just
pretty
don't
weak.
care to move up.
Nah, he's 28.4 million, so he's probably too weak to go higher.
Well, if he has a Sacred Force, that's probably fine. It's usually Sacred. What's his Sacred Force?
320. You need 330 for the first one.
Yeah, so
Okay.
like
Maybe
it
it's
might not.
320
Maybe
actually.
he's just not one-shotting quite yet, and then he's just like, fuck it, I'll just go back to the old map, and it doesn't matter. The other thing is, I never looked at the rates, right? Like some maps tiers are just terrible. I think the next tier is good all around, but I don't know.
Oh,
might
you
not
mean
be
like
true.
even like the 280 map or whatever?
Yeah, like sometimes you get to those and they're just terrible.
Arteria. Mobs per hour. Here we go. The highest mobs per hour is a 280 and a 281. So I'm pretty sure, unless those maps are dog shit. Yeah, there's a couple of 280 and 281s. So it should be fine. Unless they're all bad. They could that could be a thing.
Oh, I never actually made the berries and stuff. That's
I'm gonna
right.
argue that Odium had pretty bad maps. I don't think Odium maps were
No,
very good.
Odium was pretty fine for me, but
I mean, I was a Lumi, so it was fine. But if I wasn't a Lumi, it'd be fucking miserable. The ones I tried.
the ones. Well, I can't look at them right now. But the maps I did
And the
weren't
ones
that
I
bad.
did on Adele was ass.
The maps I did weren't that bad. But like, I don't think any map is bad per se if you have a vac pet. Like, if you have a vac pet, a lot of the problems go away. If you have to actually manually loot, then yeah, a lot of the Odium maps would be tedious, but
I found like one good one, and I just stayed there the entire way. How is this Demon Slayer so weak? He has Arcane 5 set. What the fuck's he doing? Oh, he's using a Pen of Spirit. Good player.
Penance Spear is pretty bad, yeah. It definitely drops you like a rock, gear-wise.
He has 3 item drop 3s and a miso, double miso drop 2. Or
Hold on, you
3
said
item
he
drop
has
2s.
3 item drop 2s.
2s. Yes.
Holy, he's a fucking luck box.
Yes.
Wow. I can't really complain about my luck in this game though. I feel like I've been like above average luck across the whole way. Don't think I've really like had anything that was like, wow, you're like really unlucky at this. Superior's been good. Cubing's been decent. Tapping's been
Besides
pretty
not
good.
getting an arcane for 10 weeks for both of us, it's been pretty good.
I mean, that was unlucky, but it wasn't like we were still progressing, you know?
Yeah.
It's not like that put a dead halt to our progression. We're about to hit that point eventually where it's going to be like, alright, well, now you need pitched, and that takes forever, but we'll see what happens.
I mean, this Soul Janus is going to be a roadblock, and then once we get this done, then we just start getting stronger
Yeah,
every day.
yeah, because the fragment cost for the other skills is not comparable.
No.
25, 220. 100 to rank up to 10. I could rank up 2 of these to 10 for the cost of this and still have leftover.
Especially as I said, like, mine is a really, really good thing. It's the first thing I would have ever upgraded it. If it existed back when I started upgrading.
Yeah, for me it's more
Unfortunately, it
spread
didn't
out.
this time.
For me it's always been spread out on all my classes. I don't think a single one of my classes like just all-ins one on all my entire account of classes that I want to play. Because like
I
mine is
didn't
just
until this
equal
one
on
came out.
Cadena the whole way through. I don't have a 30 until like almost the end. I literally don't cap out anything until like everything else is in either the 17s, 18s, 19s, 27s, and stuff like that. Like a bunch of other things will be at 20 almost before I cap out anything. Which is quite a bit. My Hexastat 2 is when Origin gets to level 3. Where was that again in this list? I feel like it was pretty far in. That's 4. Where the hell is 3? 3 is over here. Yeah, so like, to put in perspective when I'm getting my next stat upgrade for my Hexa, whoops. For my Hexa, this'll be at 19, this'll be at 19, this'll be at 8, this'll be at 15, this'll be at... where the hell are you? Can't see the skill in the list. I can't even find it once, so I'm blind, and that's not helping things. But to put in perspective, like I said, like all of these are leveled up to like 19s and like 9s and 10s and stuff before I even do this. This has to be a level 3. So we got a ways to go.
Mine goes 1 to 18. Take a little break, then get a 7, a Hexastat max, another 7. Then I go one more 7, Origin 4, and then I go to 29. So 3 7s, a Hexastat 4, and then max. Well, 29. I don't go to 30, apparently, for some reason.
Well, 30 is because it takes a lot more points. It's kind of like how, you know, we break into it's 550 or whatever for Soul Janus, right? Like, imagine that. Because, like, if you look at the... Why do you stop at 9? Because the next step is 100 instead of it being 25 to level up and stuff. So it's just the same thing for getting to 30. Just not efficient.
Yeah, since that didn't exist, basically I did put another spell to 4, then go to one of the 7s, go up to 9, then I go to 18 on another of the 7s. And I did that step. So then item max, or Hexastat max, which I did. So I'm pretty far ahead just because I did 2 Hexastats.
Yeah. The other thing is about the Hexastats, you probably want to just do them on events, even though it doesn't make that much of a difference as we've seen last time.
I mean, it helped my Adele. My Adele got a 7. That's not horrible.
This is
It
so
didn't
annoying to
affect
craft
me
these.
at all.
Holy.
Didn't affect you at all either.
It didn't affect me. When I finally got to the point where it buffed me, it was my final tap, so it did nothing. I didn't even get a single chance to use it. It just died.
Meanwhile,
you got incredibly unlucky, but also the luckiest person on the planet at the same time, because it's really good for you late game. Not good now.
0.004, some bullshit chance to do what I did. It's pretty insane.
Yeah. That's what happens when you max out both the bottom lines to 10 and somehow never hit the top line. Ever. Not even once.
It's just, how the fuck do you fail 35% 20 times in a row? How is that possible?
because you're really bad at the game, but really good at the same time. Alright, well that's done. Let's go this and buy these. Okay, so I'm gonna do an hour, so I need 2 of these. And 2 Legion Wolves. That's that done.
Oh, this thing is probably gonna change
What is it
after
gonna change?
my Hexa priority. Because they're nerfing Baptism of Light pretty badly. And it hasn't been updated. Come on, Loomies, get on that.
Well, is it actually out in Korea? Like, has it been out, or is it just in the PTR still? I don't know what the state is.
Pretty sure it's 2 minutes hard, aren't they?
Well, the 2
Still
minute
waiting
is,
on.
yeah, but the patch that you're talking about, the one that's with the balance stuff that's happened, that is on the
No,
PTR. I'm pretty
this
sure.
this one is the 2 minute for me. Because they're changing my Exorcist to fit better. It doesn't fit better. They're lowering the cooldown, but effectively they're not lowering the cooldown because of how the spell works. Because it's a 45-second cooldown, but every time I press enter, that goes down by 3 seconds. The issue is they're putting it at 30, and every time I use enter, it goes down by 2 seconds. So effectively, they neutered the damage, but made it have the same fucking cooldown.
Seems good.
Yeah, no, they're stupid.
But isn't that what your current setup though? Because like, I guess it would still just fit better no matter what how you explained it. Yeah.
It's the same cooldown. Like, it should be better, right? Yes, they lowered it because lower cooldown, but it's not actually fucking lower cooldown. Because we're getting, every time I use a spell, it gets CDR'd by 3 seconds, instead it's getting CDR'd by 2. So it is not a lower cooldown. It's so stupid what they did. If it was an actual lower cooldown, sure.
Oh, did I
But no.
not buy this yet? 920. Yes, this is gonna randomly disappear on me, so let's buy that and extend that before I don't have the ability to teleport anymore, and I'm very confused, and I'm like, what's going on? And because I'm so broke,
Okay.
100 mil mesos is quite the investment.
Up to you, but I'll have enough to buy another 400 cubes from all my wapping
Yeah,
today.
yeah, yeah. I'm gonna have money to buy anything right now, Billy. We weren't able to buy a 9.5 million flame.
Well, do you want to wait 10 to 15 minutes for me to cube those, or do we just go into BM?
Oh yeah, you definitely cute.
Okay.
I think we're gonna do a lot better than what we were expecting, because I've literally like, I think I'm gonna be up to like 90 million combat power.
I believe in us. We kill him.
I think we're gonna have a lot better. It's probably gonna be a little rusty, because you know I haven't been Black Mage for a few days now, but
Tuesday?
yeah, we haven't been in there
Monday?
for a bit, so it was Monday, because I didn't stream on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Was gonna stream, and then I did all my chores, and I was like, you know what, it's like 7 o'clock before I start. Whatever, we'll just chill. And then I went on a luck streak and got a bunch of drops, and I was like, alright, game, thanks. I'm a streamer whose luck happens when I don't stream. Not that good for a streamer, you know? At least it's not like other games where it's like, oh, I got all these drops. Yeah, you just went on the auction on some bottom or swipe or something. It's like, no, you can't.
You got carried on one of your 270 or 260 shitters,
Yeah, and that's...
even though you can't trade anything.
Well, technically the black card could have been gone on one of those, but I haven't done them this week.
Did you not do your black card on stream? Is that off stream too?
Oh, wait, no, they would have been hard. Yeah, no, I had to be on the Kinesis or something. Yeah, Kinesis is the only one I did off stream, and that's the one I got it on, but, like, getting carried on my Kinesis for Hard Lotus would be kind of weird. considering it solos it. You know? That sentence makes more sense when you physically can't do it, but they can. Well, I guess the Aaron could technically get carried, because it would do the same as what my B is doing. Well, it's weaker than the AB now, but like it was in the same position as the AB, so.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure it's a little bit weaker.
Now it's weaker, but before it was equal.
That's for when we lock in a fourth character, man.
Not the Aaron. It's not being the Aaron. I'd rather do the Kana than not. The class is dead to me.
Crap.
The D-Master made me really not enjoy it. So it is what it is. Yeah, let's pop that, pop this. Go up to the rune, activate that. Grab the guild skills. And start loading. Oh, I could definitely be on the new map actually now thinking about it, but whatever. We definitely have the power to just be punching above our weight class.
Join me, Harsh Winter 4.
Nah, I'm good. I don't know how to loot that map yet. I need to actually go figure out
This
my mod.
map is easy. Wait, for me it's easy.
Yeah, your easy is never easy, because your easy on the last map was, I can't do that without a backpack map. So.
To be fair, I was using a backpack last time. I'm not using one on this map.
Yeah, but also you full clear and have time to go looting. I don't have full clear potential with looting. I have to resummon and loot and mob at the same time.
Don't you like pure horizontal maps though?
Not really. Like, it's not... There's not much difference for me, per se. It's more how many platforms I have to deal with to loot. That's the real, like... If there's less platforms, there's probably a better map for me. Am I missing something in my XP things? Why do I feel like I'm missing something? Oh, I know what's missing.
MVP.
Peach buff.
Oh. Well, it's not too late.
Go grab that real quick. I didn't even look for burning. I just went on the first map I was on. Jesus.
Why does Peach Buff exist, man?
The
I mean, it's
troll
good,
one
but
does.
why can't we just do it anywhere? I went to this area because I did the trying to do stick thing.
Yeah, you never got your peach buff and you went to this stick thing. That's funny.
I got it now. Fucking panda.
The panda outfit we got is kind of cute. I like the hat. Of course, he was gonna rock the hat.
I do say it's around the entire thing. He was wearing that purple sporty hat from or outfit from
The last event, yeah.
yeah, I wasn't a big fan of that.
It was alright. I preferred the others so that you could get those, the hooded one that I'm using on my Zero. And I think I'm using it on, Mozwan.
I like that Knight Templar one we got recently. My Night Walker's using it.
Oh yeah, the Sunny Sunday, when we get it, I'm also going to be re-rolling my honor real quick to do that.
Oh. Dang, getting cooldown skip.
Yeah, you can get cooldown skip. I'm doing it literally for item drop, but my other two ones are already perfect. So
I can also get item drop 20.
yeah,
That also be
making
huge.
my third preset just be pure item drop for when I'm doing bossing, and the other one is the meso drop for when I'm mobbing.
I doubt I'm gonna have enough honor to do all three.
Very
Cooldown
doubtful.
skip first.
Yeah.
Then I'm doing the 20%. Then I'm trying to roll 20.
Yeah, I always focus on the, like, what do I need first for damage? This? Okay. And then I go for the other ones. For at least honor abilities. Not always true for everything.
I Oh, going into the event, you summoned your pets, huh?
Oh shit, thank you for reminding me of that. Oh. I saw continuously restores restores before I closed my thing, and I was like, wait, is that a big fam? Nope, it's a MP small fam. Or
I'm happy that my fam got that. On my large fam. Because that shit's actually pretty fucking decent.
what, the healing? Yeah.
No, the mana.
Oh, the mana? The mana is good for
My
some
Lumi.
classes. Yeah, for some classes, it's definitely useful. The Magic Guard classes especially, because now you won't go...
Yep. But the
Right.
mana overload is what caused me to.
Yep, because when you can't actually get MP back, mana overload is pretty bad. For my Kinesis, it uses my HP, so when I can't heal... High Mountain, sometimes I'll just be at like 10 HP, and I'm like, oh yeah. Whoops.
Your fams don't heal you?
Do you summon your fams in High Mountain? Because I don't usually summon my fams in High Mountain with healing fams.
Probably. I have the normal, like the follower dudes.
Well, the pets heal you, but when you're on the boss fights that don't let you get healed, what do you think happens to my HP pool?
Yes, that makes sense.
Because I attack a lot, and that goes real quick.
Demon Avenger must be fun there.
Well, Demon Avenger, I think, cheeses it, though, because their heal goes through healing restrictions, because how else would you do V-Hilo?
That's true.
Alright, guys, I did 2 attacks. Alright, I'm dead. Let me get some strings here. Clear. Okay, repeat. The thing has to go through. I don't see how that class works on V-Hilo otherwise.
Demon Avenger is I don't know if... I really should just do all the fucking int classes first. On Hyperburns.
Welcome back, Killen. Returned from the Abyss to bring burgers and a fully installed Maplestory. Nice. Burgers are always a great choice of food.
What I just had.
I had some yesterday. I should say I had some. We had some the day before that, and then the leftover. We had one leftover burger that I ate yesterday.
By the way, you know the android we saw? The one that was for the event or whatever?
Yep.
There's another way to get that.
From the
Your
Gachapon thing?
Your guild castle.
Oh. Right in the guild
That
castle?
guy has a 0.2% chance to have that android every day.
In the shop?
Yes.
How much does it cost?
I don't know. I just saw that because I was looking through the guild upgrades trying to find the freaking guild crystals, and I saw him there.
Oh, and you could buy it. Let's see.
Well, no, he wasn't there. I saw the
Oh.
upgrade that enabled him to be there.
Oh. Alright, well.
Go look at your guild castle every day.
Yep.
I mean, it's not horrible anyways. You can just buy Nodestone every day.
Got that
4
fully
million.
seasoned
It's worth it.
patty with some mayo, mustard, ketchup, buns tossed into the pan to soak up the juices and get toasty along with a fried egg. Quite the burger. Makes me hungry. That would not be the burger I like because I'm pretty plain. I don't like mayo, mustard. So, but it definitely sounds good. Holy node stones. What the hell? I have 4 node stones on my map right now.
I still need a ton for my nose on. 400 on them. Felt like they did nothing, honestly.
Alright, do you still need a bunch of nodes upgraded? Because when you eat them, what are you doing after? Are you just making the specific nodes, or are you gambling again?
I already have the normals done, and I already have the 4 main ones done, so I
Okay, yeah, you buy specifics at that point. Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, 400 for buying specifics is not that much.
Yeah. Specifics suck, man.
No, that's what happens
But-
when you're trying to min-max it, you know? It gets hard.
Yeah.
Let's go gambling. Buzzer sound. Ah, dang it. Yeah, I went gambling in Arknights recently because the new banner came out. And at first I wasn't going to get the character, then I looked into the character and I was like, oh, okay, that looks pretty cool to use. And then when I rolled the 10 pull, I got the character I wanted, the new one, and a dupe of one of my characters I'm using all the time. So it was a very big 10 pull.
Fuck?
And I got 2 6 stars on the same pull. 2 relevant 6 stars. I have a new healer. You know Calcite? Her monster that summons? Yeah, that's the new solo operator. Her spine turned into a cute waifu.
Who?
Calcite. The main... Oh, I guess you've never seen her actually, probably. Because you didn't look at the story and you wouldn't know her. Because you definitely haven't used her.
I did.
She summons
skipped all the
giant
story.
monster. She summons monster. That's the name of her summon, and he does a bunch of true damage. And now he's an operator. And he's a cute girl. He was apparently the spine of Calcite. How does this happen? I don't know. I don't pay attention to the story in Arknights. I want to know why we have the spine of main waifu randomly as a character now, but we'll have to look into that.
Wait, the bunny? See?
No. She is not. She's the main character per se, but as the doctor, we're apparently married to Calcite in the past. We've lost all our memories as the doctors, so we don't know what the hell is going on half the time. We're just learning, and we've met all these kids. Like W was our friend in the past and stuff. Like she was undercover for us.
Yeah, I know nothing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There's a bunch of lore and stuff to that game that I don't really know all of it, but every now and then I go in and look at stuff.
The game's auto battling was better, so I could alt tab while I did it. I'd be playing. Well, you have to have the screen open.
Really?
You do it on desktop, so it's fine for you.
Yep, I don't play on phone because I just play it. I've always just played it on emulator because it's just better for doing stuff. And now there's the official emulator for it on PC with the Google Play Store one or whatever, and that's just what I use. It actually just works instead of Nox Player or BlueStacks and all those other ones. Oh yeah, you're actually looking for MVPs. I have to use my MVPs because I have so many of them.
I used a lot. I don't have that many left, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I won
guess
every
I'm gonna
blink,
pop
so...
one. Do not pop. I'm gonna use this. Don't fuck with me, chat. Don't do it.
I hope something bops just to troll you.
It happens so often, it actually is tilting.
As tilting as me winning the blinks by like a centimeter in front of you each time?
Nah. This... I mean, technically, yeah, I lose an MVP both ways. So they're both pretty fucking annoying.
That's pretty great. It was funny because it just kept happening non-stop yesterday where it would just win and it was just like, how? It's always by like the barest win too. It was just like, oh yeah. And then eventually it just started crushing you. The one you won, because I couldn't blink and I just said screw it, you just take it. Also, why is it always my blink that breaks? Has your blink broken once yet?
No.
I wonder what causes my blink to just randomly break more often.
I did legitimately win the 2 for 1.
Yeah.
That's the only one I actually legitimately won.
Yeah, everything else was just not so good, not so good.
For everything.
At least our C10s are getting quicker.
Yeah, we did it all in one day.
Yep.
Like, took us 3 hours, I think, which is pretty damn good.
Yeah, about an hour per set of 6.
And we wiped on...
We had a lot of wipes on Vila. 4 wipes? I want to say it's 4 wipes. Might be just 3. Guaranteed 3, might be 4.
Okay, one was bullshit. I didn't know you can't crouch at the corner.
Either way, it was still a wipe.
No, that was bullshit.
Uh-huh.
That was knowledge wipe. It's different.
Nah, it's a skill issue, my man.
Like, when I died, I looked at your stream, because I was like, how the fuck did I die? And I just see a string going off screen, and that's what killed me. Also, one of us can't use the butterfly set.
Nope.
Why are we both using it? It's actually, like,
My AD
God
is
damn it.
sitting in the butterfly set for the rest of its life. That is, it's just what it is. Look at my beautiful AB running around with me as I kill other mobs right now. Because of this event. I wish my characters could always follow me like this. It's fun
Wait,
to
they're
just...
here? No, they're not.
They're there.
Fuck, I don't have them.
With your double event, they're for sure following you. My kinesis and my AB are on the map with me right now.
Options, effects, transparency, confirm. Fucker's here. I don't see him.
I mean, you can literally look at my stream. You'll see my... Well, not right now because I'm checking my familiar level, but... You notice how one of them is hidden by my android. My kinesis is behind my android, but the AB is just off on itself. Like, doing its thing. It pops up every now and then. He's here. She's here, I should say. We're in a darkness. Is it a darkness day?
No way I wouldn't notice my Kana.
I mean, they're there. I don't know what to tell you. You have something that's not making them appear, but...
There's probably an option that you can turn them off that I clicked. General. Follow the lead. What are you? That was one delete 3. Oh no. We should really try the champion coin thing. We might be just like
What, champion
fuck it up
coin
not
thing?
using that. Yeah.
Oh,
Champion
for the monthly thing and that?
Yeah.
Is that every month, only once a month, or is it every week you have to do that?
I don't know.
And then they disappear? We probably could have been doing it. I just haven't actually done the champion missions, because every time we have, that's not just in Black Mage, is me doing my dailies, and then we go back into raiding and stuff, so I haven't really had the time to look at it and try it out.
I did do those at least. At least on my Lumi. See, right now, neither of them can do Vihilla. There's a higher chance the Mozwan's going to be stronger than the Adele to do the Vihilla.
With your Mozwan on Vihilla, though, I don't think you're going to have a fun time soloing it, okay? So just putting it out there. The track record on that...
It's easier solo.
Okay, but your track record on that boss is real bad on the Mozwan so far, okay? I'd love to say it's better.
It's just not fun.
Yeah, I'm just saying, okay? That boss is ripping you a new one on that character, specifically.
Ah, champion double up allows you to see followers traveling together. Right click.
So you did turn it off. Didn't you know you could turn it off?
I did.
But yeah. Okay, just follow me around. I think it's cool. I like it. I like having... I like obnoxious cosmetics and stuff like that. I mean, do you see the wings I use? It is not helpful in bossing. I will tell you that much, okay? They definitely are a detriment.
Have you seen my Adele's background thing? That is not helpful in bossing either, but I use it.
Yeah, well, that's different. You know, I'm doing a cosmetic thing.
No, mine's cosmetic too. I'm talking about, like, the background effect thing, like the big-ass circle around my Adele.
Oh, I don't see that. There are certain effects I don't see from your characters.
I would hope you don't see it. You would definitely have complained about it if you did.
Yeah, because I know people would force me to get rid of my wings if I was doing certain bosses. Actually, for a long time, you had to get rid of cosmetics and just wear the bare minimum because it would lag the game on certain bosses. When a game is this old, you know, some jank stuff happens eventually, okay? And we just accept it. Nowadays, I don't think that happens anymore. Unless you're on a really bad PC. And even then, I think the game just runs fine nowadays. To put in perspective, during that era, if you entered the cash shop, you had a 50% chance the game would just crash.
The only time it's crashed me lately is when it was the cash shop sale. Cube shop sale.
Yeah, and that's probably because it got overloaded, and that's why they're remaking it, because... I don't think the cash shop one is in this update. Don't know. They're redoing a bunch of UI in the next week. Which is going to make everything a lot sleeker, a lot better, and just more accessible. Like, your inventory is going to be able to go just straight to storage right away without having to go to a bank. Or a town. So, there's just a lot of improvements, and this whole UI will look different and just be a lot cleaner. It's going to take some getting used to, obviously, because, well, like when the stat page changed, okay? It took a bit for me to get used to, like, okay, this is where I go for this now, you know? I'm kind of surprised that that webtoon actually got people to come try Maplestory, though. I don't know how popular it actually is. I've been reading it. I've enjoyed it. I thought it was cool. But I also play Maplestory, so kind of knew what was going on. But the fact that Killen came from that is interesting. The things you'd never really expect that would like cause people to be like, maybe I try this.
You got a Bishop Buccaneer. I don't know, man. It's pretty weird.
Well, he's not really a Buccaneer. I said it because it's like the closest thing to a punchy class for like what he was doing and still being in the Explorer category. He doesn't actually use any of the like Buccaneer skills. The chick
I still gotta decide if I'm gonna.
What were you gonna say?
I still gotta decide if I'm gonna level my Buccaneer. Because he's currently level 40 on the Challenger realm.
You've only got this week to do it. I don't think it's happening, boss.
I know. I mean, it'll only take like an hour because it's hyper burns, or not hyper burn, but Terra burns. I should probably do it, but I really don't want to.
I mean, it's not like Bug gives you anything that major. It's a strength.
I know, but
thing.
It's the only class I don't have. No.
Yeah, but guess what? We're gonna have another Challenger World coming up in November. Guess what? You're getting another 20 pots.
True. I think fuck that Buccaneer, even though he has
a single event ring. Who cares?
Yeah.
They hand those out like candies. But yeah. I now understand the power of marketing, though, you know? Like, if just, like, even if you think it's probably not going to be, like, amazing, it probably will still get some people.
I mean, there's a lot of story in Maplestory, so it makes sense that they can do that.
There's actually a lot of lore and stuff, and, like, the whole story of Black Mage is actually, like, pretty epic as a tale. Unlike just as a storyline. It wasn't, like, skimped out. I think there's a lot of stuff that happens. You actually get to learn about the characters and care about the characters, which is nice. I feel like that's something that, like, World of Warcraft doesn't do very well. It's just, like, get you to care about these characters. Outside of, like, the OG ones that have been around forever. But we care because they've been around forever kind of thing. Not... Whenever they introduce new characters, I, like, never really care about them. Because, like, they're there for, like, a patch, and then they're ignored afterwards. Like, why do I care about you?
If you read the books, there's books for World of Warcraft.
Yeah, but, like, the storytelling should still be done in-game decently, right? Me having to get third-party resources to just enjoy the story, which I did kind of say that for Maplestory, to, like, go read the stuff and figure it out, but you can do it through game. Just sometimes certain of the things will be a bit rough. But I feel like WoW is always just rough nowadays. FF14 is literally, let's be real, a single-player game that you're playing the storyline for when you're doing the story. Like, it feels like you're just playing a single-player game and going through a story almost for that game, so it's a bit different.
I'm not happy about this story just because I played the expansion, so I had to do those 100 quests.
Yeah, you came in with when that initial story was like still pretty rough. They've definitely made improvements to that and shortened it and made it much better, where you don't just run around so much.
Like 18 hours to do it, even at max level. Yeah, it was fun to do.
Well, that's the thing about a lot of the story in FF is it's not really something that you can speed up by being max level, because it's still just watch cutscene, read this. You barely have to kill stuff most of the time. I guess technically there is a burning firm right now available, but it's gonna end in like next week, so it's like not really there.
You're talking about the freaking
Well, the Challenger World
dojo
burning
thing?
and all that stuff. No, because you still have those, right? Like, I think the Hyper Burning Max is gone, but technically if you start out on the Challenger World, you get the 3 Terror Burns you can transfer off, but like, it's a bit much to send a new player into and just be like, yeah, just power level these real quick, do that, and be completely lost and transfer over. Better to just get them started the normal way. Maybe there's a burn in the next event. I don't see why they wouldn't put a burn, because there usually is a burn, but we'll have to see. That's the other thing that's kind of problematic, is figuring out how the class plays. Until you're at least level 200, you don't really get a gist of the class. Because, like, you get such game-changing abilities when you go up. When you get your first job. Well, okay, first job is, like, you start the class. Second job is when you get some more abilities added, or, like, feels like a different class. And third job, and then fourth job, and then fifth job is when you get, like, most of the toolkit. Because sixth job doesn't really add much to your toolkit. Like, it doesn't add more buttons, but it just changes how some of the buttons work.
Some of those hexes are mandatory.
Yeah, but they're not like... If you didn't enjoy it before you got the hexa, you're probably not going to enjoy it after the hexa, right? Whereas, like, before fifth job, you don't really know how it actually plays, right? Like, you can get a gist of it, but you're not playing the full kit yet. I feel like once you get fifth job and you get all the nodes from being fifth job, you're like, oh, okay, this is how we play. Because that's not really going to change that much with Hexa, you know? Like, something might change and it becomes better, but it's not really going to change the core identity. It's not like my Cadena got its M1 to M4 and, like, the whole class is different from the start. It's not even, it's literally the same class, you know? Same thing for my Kinesis. Like, yours is probably one of the more outlier ones, because you get, like... well, you had a whole bunch added, so that was random.
To be fair, I got the Twilight Nova, and I got an enhanced Twilight Nova. I don't think I've used the normal Twilight Nova once.
Yeah, so for...
I immediately enhanced it.
Yeah, because you had... It's a weird situation for Luminous to happen, because they added they changed one of his old buttons when they gave him his M3, M4, which happened recently. And then he just insta-upgraded it because it's one of his best things to upgrade on the Hexa. So he never even played with the, like, base ability. He probably doesn't even know what it looks like.
I don't.
It's just one of your V-Matrix skills, right, that got changed entirely? Is what it was originally, or is it just a baseline skill?
4?
Okay. So I would have...
No, it is V-Matrix. Wait, no, it goes in. It's tier 4.
Tier 4? Okay.
They
'Cause I
got
could-
rid of my meatball.
Yeah, I could probably show it off on my Lumi at one point then, and just show you what it looks like.
Meatball was too strong, apparently. Didn't
Wasn't
use it during
Meatball
bossing, but people... Well, it went really far, and it hit a lot, so people used it to just full clear one side of the map, and then they turned and cleared the other map by attacking.
I see. Useful for mobbing, not useful
Apparently.
for bossing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
Does
we are already
Lumi
fucking
really
shy
need
as
more help
mobs.
with mobbing? Let's be real here. I've seen your
No.
mobbing.
I have no complaints of it just getting a better bossing spell.
Yeah, I feel like that was a good trade for you. And all Lumis in general.
Yep.
Whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. I was trying to up jump, and well, I'm standing on a portal and not realizing it, and now I'm not where I was. I'm excited for the LEN release in November. It's far away, but I'm excited for it. It's interesting that they're just making it so you can use it on the Challenger World and burn it, though. That's, like, unheard of for new classes to be able to do that.
Well, this is their second ever challenge world, right?
Yeah, but
Or-
usually, like, new classes just... The whole point of their events is to make it like, yeah, you gotta try hard to get the items from the event, and, like, they give you bonuses for leveling it. Now it's just like, yeah, well, you're gonna be 270 within, like, 3 weeks. I want to say at, like, the slowest for most people if you're, like, actually playing and doing what's expected to level up on the Challenger World. Just your dailies and stuff. I feel like 3 weeks you're probably 270 on that with the burn. Be doing your monster perks and stuff, especially because that's also adding in the new monster perks that let you go up to 275 monster perk, 280 maybe. I don't know. The questionable one is the 280. I don't remember that.
It's the 270. It goes up to Odium, I think.
But yeah. It's pretty big. Because apparently even if you're like 280 and stuff, it's still like a full % per day or something. It's like multiple trillion of XP.
Doing one or
Doing all your
All
7
seven.
runs. Which is like the equivalent to like 2 hours of farming or something. There was like pretty absurd numbers I was looking at. I was like, oh, okay. So, a lot of people are thinking that 285 is going to be the new, like, where the average player gets to from just daily storying. Gonna be the new, like, that's where you're at when you're a daily story player, and then after that it gets, like, the grinder territory. Which is crazy to think, because right now, like, I want to say 270. Well, it depends, like, what time period you're looking at, right? Like, the daily story players that have been playing for a while, I want to say 280 isn't that bad to do if you've been daily storying for, like, 6 months or something like that. Which is an absurdly long time, but... The Maplestory players are built different, just like RuneScape players are. We're just a different breed. It's so funny because a bunch of the WoW players went over to play RuneScape, right? After the whole like OnlyFans thing was done and all that. So a bunch of them went to play RuneScape. They've been playing and stuff, and like it's so funny, right? Because the average RuneScape player is like, oh yeah, you kill this boss like 5,000 times, and you might get the drop you want. And like to a WoW player saying that, you're just like, wait, what do you mean 5,000 times? Like, what? And it just makes me laugh, right? Because they'll be like, oh yeah, this is just a grind that I did for like 3 weeks straight, and I'm still not done. And you tell a WoW player that, and you're just like, wait, what? Because the only thing that's equivalent to that is mythic rating for grinding. That actually takes time and you're putting effort into. That's not just, okay, I went to clear the the raid boss for mounts of an old raid, and I kill it in like 10 seconds, but I do it on like multiple characters. But like actual content to like prog and do, it's like mythic rating is the only thing that, well, heroic rating too, depending on your skill level. Like rating is essentially what you're looking at.
They're just very, very different.
Yeah. Like RuneScape doesn't have a weekly lockout on bossing, or even a daily lockout, or even an hourly lockout. You want to go kill that boss 90 times in a day? Go right ahead. This is the only game I've seen that doesn't really have any form of time-gated content in any shape or form. I'm trying to think of a single thing that's like, oh yeah, you can only do this X amount of times per day. And as long as you have the resources and the time, you can do everything infinitely, I think. Yeah, I can't think of anything. Maybe there's some obscure thing I don't know of in RuneScape that does that, but...
Yeah, most people don't like that though. Because the very, very hardcore will always surpass people if you do it like that, right?
Yeah, but the thing is about RuneScape is, what are they surpassing you in? What are they doing that you can't do?
True.
Right, like it's
PvP.
not... PvP is dead in that game. Like it's alive, but PvP is such a niche thing that... And the other thing is, the PvP in that game, you're risking all your loot. You die, you lose like 90% of the stuff you're wearing, so... You can carry 3 items that are like very valuable that you won't lose if you item protect them. There's a thing called smiting, so then you might lose one of those. But like PvP is not something done by most people. People hate the wilderness. People hate going into the wilderness to do certain things, because you have to do it for certain activities. So like, it's such a niche amount of people that go into the wilderness that actually do it for PvP's sake, that that's just not. What you're saying doesn't exist. And like, usually what happens in RuneScape, like, the super tryhard people, you know what they do? They just solo the content and do it solo. If you're an average Joe, you just go into a group and do it. So like, even the hardest raid, and it's not like... They get a bit better drop rate for being solo, but the skill level to do a solo is significantly harder.
I didn't even know they have like game content.
Yeah, there's raiding, there's bossing, there's like a bunch of stuff. And like the thing is, the bosses are always relevant. Because like... I feel like I don't know how many people actually play Iron Man in RuneScape, but I feel like that's definitely the mode you hear the most people talk about, because like all of the people I've ever heard playing it also just play Iron Man. Not necessarily a hardcore.
With 1 life, yeah?
No. So hardcore Iron Man is 1 life, and then if you die, you demote to Iron Man status. What Iron Man status is, you can't trade with other people, and you can't do auction house things. So it's essentially like solo self-found, you know, you're just doing your thing. But you can still group up with people and do content with them. Because there's certain, like, you know, you go into a raid. Well, you can still raid with your friends and do them, even if you're Iron Man. It's just if you get the drop, or they get the drop, you can't trade each other. But there is an exception to that rule, because now there is Group Iron Man, which you can make up into a team of 6, or is it, I think it's 5. 5 might be the cap. And then you're a group, and within that group you have a shared storage that you can send to each other, and you can trade with each other and do stuff together. So you can play with your friends and be Iron Man, but not have access to like auction house and stuff. Because no gear is locked in RuneScape ever. There's some untradeable items. Those are usually like quest rewards and stuff. But like the big ticket items that are like the end game be all like, this is the best in slot, you can just buy off the auction house in that game. It's going to cost you a pretty penny of gold to get, and you'll probably have to farm for a long time to get the gold. or you know, you RMT it, but getting that stuff, like, you can just buy it off the auction house if you're not an Iron Man. But a lot of people just enjoy playing Iron Man because it's like, you feel a better sense of progression compared to doing it off. Like, everything is relevant.
Probably some OP item that's easy to get, right?
Well, it's just, it lets you skip, like, certain steps, right? Because it's like, okay, I go do this, get the money, and then I just skip to getting this item, which enables me to do this, instead of, like, an Iron Man has to, like, go get certain things and just be able to do the content in the first place.
Oh shit. Channel 10. Mushroom Shrine.
RuneScape's an interesting game. I've played it off and on all the time, but never really gone super far into it.
Played it once when I was a kid. Never again.
I feel like a lot of people played it when they were kids, because that was just like the big MMO that was a browser based that everybody kind of like just knew about. I think the funniest thing to me is just like, people see how the gameplay is at level 1, right? Where you just right click on a mob and that's all you do. Because like, yes, the early game is just literally right click on something, you're going to fight it, and there's not really much going on. But that's the same thing you could say about WoW, that's the same thing you could say about a lot of games. At FF14 at level 1, you're definitely not doing much. So it's just like, that's just the early game. When you watch the end game there, all the stuff they're doing and all the things you have to do, it's like, it's actually pretty intense boss fights.
So remember how the twins blew up the Limbo Ring?
Yep.
17 to 18 is what failed. Just showed up in my shorts.
Oh, it just blew up at 18? Unfortunate.
Wasn't even close.
Yeah, I mean, you're not, like... That's just bound to happen, that it blows up at those sometimes. Very curious how cubing, or not cubing, but Star Forcing is going to be after the update, when they change all of that. Because, like, what we know of the game is going to be completely revamped. Everything we know, throw it out the window. None of it's going to be relevant anymore.
We're Star Forcing, yeah?
Yeah. For the rest of the stuff, that's still going to be the same. But Star Forcing is just going to be like, what's your new settle piece? We don't know. 24 is apparently not that hard to get to, so you might just be rocking a bunch of 24s for all we know.
I was going to be booming all my gear. I'm not even going to have 22s.
Yeah, don't be Billy, okay? I think what it's going to implement, though, is you're going to have 2 items of every slot, right? Like, you're going to have the source that you're trying to tap up, and the source that you wear. And then as soon as you get an upgrade on the star, you swap between them to, like, keep going. Because of how the booms
That's a little annoying, though. That's how it works now, because you get a 22, then everything else just goes to try to be a 23.
Yeah, but it's not like that. It's not like that in the sense that right now you can't even get the drops in the first place. With the new systems, we should be able to just get drops, so you're actually able to tap stuff. Because, like, if they don't, if nothing else changes, right, like they just kept the system as is and made the new starting system, Pitch Boss may as well not exist for reboot. For us. Like, it may as well not exist. We'll never be able to use it. You'd be stuck in Commercy Gear, you'd be stuck in, anything that was readily available dupe-wise.
Yeah.
Because, like, a 22 pitch boss is not going to compete with a 24 or 25 or 26 or 27. Whatever it ends up being. Like, those extra stars are insane power. So, we'll have to see when the future comes, what ends up happening. Wonder what class Killen's gonna end up on as his first class.
Biggest Knight calling it.
Well, he said Shade interested him, so. But that's like pretty early on in the list of classes, so who knows where he ends up at. I always find it funny when somebody looks up tier list for this game, though, and is like, oh, this class is really strong. And I'm like, yeah, but by the time you get to the point where that tier list was irrelevant, we've been through some balance patches, so who knows what happened. Right, because when you started, Kana was still pretty high at the peak of its power, and then 2 patches later, Kana got decapitated, essentially. Like, there's no better way to put it. It got obliterated.
Kana was...
Kana had IED problems for you, but it was not... It was still a strong class. Then it got gutted. The fall from where Kana was to where it is now... Well... Nowadays, it's been moved up a lot. It's actually a decent class again. As far as the Kanas put it, like, there's still some Kanas that are salty about their fall from power and say it's still bad, but the general consensus seems to be it's, like, a decent class to pick now. As, like, a main character anyways. That's the other big difference is, like, the difference between a main character or something that you're going to actually put resources into in a boss mule means that the tier list and the power levels of those two things are very different. Because a Kana as a non-main and a boss mule, it's a lot of investment for what people want for a boss mule.
I want a boss mule that does it in less than 30 minutes. That's my fucking...
Well, yeah, but how much... A lot of people don't even think about that because that's not that hard to achieve. It's more, how much investment did I do to get to that point?
Yeah.
You know, cost benefits. I feel like for most people, though, you just use the burning events and, like, make that into a boss mule. You don't raw, like, level up a character to 260 from 200 and make it into a boss mule. That's not really the meta.
Yeah. Used to have tick 2s. That
well, you had
to just
but
230 for low mules, but you put more investment in them.
Yeah, it was very.
Now we
different.
just used hyper brands, get the origin, you're good.
Yeah, origin trivializes a lot of stuff, especially when the Len patch comes out, because not all your cooldowns are going to reset. I wish other games would do that. Like, I still don't understand why games don't... Like, if you die on the boss and you're respawned in the boss, like, at the boss, and it's a new pull, why is my shit on cooldown? Or why do I not respawn in front of the boss? Like, what is this? Even Dark Souls did that in Elden Ring. A game known for its difficulty respawns you at the boss now. Come on, people.
Wait, no, does it?
Yeah, it does. There's the Stake Americas for, like, most of the bosses.
Okay.
Most of them, the Stake America was right in front of the boss. There's a few exceptions.
Crucible Knight was ass. That's the one that I kept dying on when I played.
Crucible Knight, which one? Because there's a lot of them. Is it the
first
one at
one, in the first area?
The one that you go into the, like, alternate zone there? Like the...
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
There should be a Stake America near him.
Yeah. I was trying to do the whole first zone using basic bitch shit without upgrading.
Yeah,
that Crucible Knight a good amount.
Yeah, the Crucible Knight kind of slaps you unless you parry him. If you get good at parrying,
Yeah.
Crucible Knight's not a boss. But if you're not good at parrying, he's a nightmare.
I went to the Leonine dude, got the giant ass crafted great sword, went over and one shot him.
Yeah, I mean...
I was just refusing to upgrade the basic bitch sword. I wanted to do that whole area before I went and fought the Leonine and got that sword, but... Well, I pussied out. Lucky you do.
Yeah, I mean, it's like
I'd
when
like
we were
to
playing that
fix.
Neo game, and then there was that one, like, starter boss that you could just come back and kill later, and Bounce is like, why are you killing it early? Like, just come back later. And I'm like, because I want the challenge. And I killed it. Took me longer, but I killed it.
That.
It was fun. I like challenging myself. It's like when I was playing, Wu-Chang recently.
That game wasn't that hard though, Neo. Not from
Neo,
what we did.
no, not really. Neo was like, it was fun. I think my build was ridiculous for that. Like, it definitely cheesed that game.
Mine was shit. Don't be a mage.
Well, I think it depends what what point in the game you're at, right? Because like your mage build got way better in the late game of stuff when you actually
When I farmed that boss 40 times to get my fucking weapon or set or whatever it was.
Yeah, if you min maxed, I know there's a new Neo coming out. I think it's next year or something. The Neo 3 is coming out. Definitely gonna be playing that game when it comes out because I like Neo 2 a lot. It was fun. I don't think we ever completed all the DLC stuff for Neo because something until it happened again.
Think we did complete it, but we were at the next difficulty.
No, because we never finished that one DLC, because remember, he came back one day and we were like, how are you this character? Like, what did you do? And that was the reward for that DLC we were doing to get it. And we were like, what did you do? And he's like, oh yeah, I just cheated and a bunch of stuff. And I was like, okay. It'd be fun to play that game when it comes out, though. As long as it, like, I don't know, it's just... It's Neo 2 again, with just, like, different zones and more bosses and some upgrades. Like, it's gonna be good to me.
Yeah,
don't complain about
hopefully
that.
they don't fucking make magic shit compared to ninjutsu in this one. Because you were broken compared to me. It felt bad.
Well, I was also very min-maxed. Because I went and farmed a bunch of stuff to make myself more powerful.
I did too. I did the fucking dojo challenge bullshit.
Yeah, but I was, like, always in that gear from, like, earlier on, and I just did it. So I was always strong, whereas you, like, by the time you peaked in power, we were, like, almost done the game. And the other thing is I was heavy burst, but once I ran out quick. There was no maintaining ninjutsu, which is the problem. So once my burst was gone, you could sustain, I could not. So for, like, the late game challenges, like, ninjutsu died. As soon as you went to the new difficulty, ninjutsu was not that great. And I don't think that ever got fixed. It was good for nub stomping the base difficulty, though.
Wanna know what game Magic was good in? Elden Ring.
Let's be
pretty strong in that
real.
one.
Every Souls game, Magic's usually pretty
Okay.
OP.
I felt pretty bad when I was using the pebble shot still. I was feeling pretty bad until I actually got upgraded spells.
Well, the problem that happened for us when we were playing is because we didn't look up anything, and I've never played Magic in that game, and my knowledge was limited to in the aspect of where you even get spells. We could have got you some upgraded spells if we would have just detoured at a few key locations real quick of just knowing, oh yeah, there's a spell seller in this place.
Yeah, we did not get the Navast bitch for a while.
Yeah, we didn't get new spells for a while. We ended up with getting you the digging spells and like the rock spells and the earth or element, I don't know, the gravity spells before we got you a normal other spells. So not good for his Magic playthrough. Not good. Meanwhile, I was being forced to swap every day. Until I had to put a stop to that because I ran out of swaps. Putting a challenge point thing for that was something. And then VUB hits us with a no horse. You're not allowed to use torrent.
Yeah, you gotta ban the no horse.
I banned it the next time it happened.
Yeah.
We did 1 day of that, and I was like, never again.
No, we did 2 days of it. We did 2.
Whatever. We did it, and yeah, it was a mistake. Just so slow to move. Too much vast land. That is one of the problems. If you do not use torrent, like the land feels very vast and not a lot in it. But then when you're using torrent, it doesn't feel that bad. But like, who doesn't use
It
torrent?
felt bad when we cleared all the visible areas and thought we were done. We were not even close to being done.
Oh yeah, because there's so many like hidden caves and stuff in that. Yeah. I mean, that's a cool thing of the game, right? Like, you missed a cave or something, and you're like, we did all the major stuff. We just never did the DLC because we didn't buy the DLC. And also, again, if I ever play that game again and we're using the co-op mod, I'm gonna rebalance. Early game, more HP. Late game, less HP. Because holy moly, did they turn... The Millennia fight was dumb. Okay, that just did not work fundamentally.
You You were her personal healer. Let's be real.
I couldn't do it. I'd hit her like 6 times to do the damage. She hit me once in full heal. It just wasn't balanced in that mod to like... Yes, let me just perfect Millennia the first time I've ever done it. Yeah, that's going to work as a melee build. I'm definitely going to do that. It did not feel good.
I was pretty good at her afterwards. Like, I learned how to dodge her perfectly. And
yeah, but
I was
then,
never in really real danger. It was pretty nice.
Yeah, you had the easy time because you're just pewing her, and then it's like, okay, I learned how to dodge a few of these moves that are pretty obvious when she comes at me. And then, like, even if you'd get hit once, it wasn't that end of the world. Problem was, for me, is like, as a big, two-handed monker, things don't go very well. We're slow. We hit really hard, but not hard enough for this. And then the final boss was also like the biggest bullet sponge I've ever seen in my life. That thing definitely didn't need the double HP that we were giving it because of the base stats of the mod. That was a mistake. Overall, it was fun though. We had fun doing it. We didn't really like have that crazy of a struggle. Like Millennia was the one that took the longest, which nobody would have guessed that one. You know, who would have guessed the boss that literally made people quit the game? Oh yeah, that one took us a bit longer than the other bosses. Never would have guessed. But if you've never played Elden Ring and you enjoy Souls-like games, very worth it. Very good game.
Yes.
Almost time for me to go gamble on the sticks and see what I get. Will I get 10 more honor medals like I've gotten 2 days in a row? Will I get 30 red flames, which would have actually been useful today? Will I get something of value? Will I get XP nodes? Will I get something? I don't know, but we'll see what we have.
I'd do an MPE on level, which give me a little bit extra FD. Because I'm still not 5 levels above.
Definitely do that then if you can. Monster Park Extreme takes like no time. I'm surprised you haven't done them yet.
Nope.
They usually just get done during one of the downtimes of like, because it takes like literally a minute. At worst, like 3 minutes. I assume there's going to be a burn in this next event. You do your Monster Park Extreme on Sunday for the Sunday boxes. That is a good logic for 2 extra boxes, because those are very nice for XP coupons.
I guess, yeah. There's no reason not to.
That is a good logic. I just do it on whatever day I'm doing it on, because why think about it? I just want my XP as soon as possible. But your logic is definitely actual logic, and makes sense. Also, welcome to the stream, Alana. Did you see my upgrades? I got quite a few items yesterday in my weekly bossing for this character. The one you won't be able to see is that I got an arcane weapon on my Angelic Buster, which was pretty big. We went from a fake Abso to a real arcane. Just a little upgrade. And then after that run, well, as you can see from my combat power and my mobbing gear, I went from 25 mil to 31 mil, so we got an arcane weapon. I was able to get it to 16 stars, and then it rolled this unique potential, and I was like, you know what? I think that's good enough to settle on right now. And then I gave it a magnificent pink bean soul, because they're just S tier ones, and I was like, whatever. I need a soul for this weapon. And then it gave me 5% boss. Not gonna complain about that. Then we have my Arcane Shoulders at 17 that I rerolled the potential into this. We're still stuck on these gloves, but I have these backup gloves being worked on because I got an extra pair of gloves, so I can make an actual pair of gloves that aren't auto steal. We rolled 20% luck, 15 stars on my Thief Cape. And then we got boots to 20% with just 14 stars because I'm a little broke, to say the least. But yeah, we got we made 3 arcane pieces yesterday. Got a weapon box, got a glove box, and then I spent the coins to buy my boots. And now I'm just able to use arcane everywhere. I'm no longer a Challenger World gear set. Or burning gear set, I guess, because technically it's not just Challenger World. Could have been on another. But yeah, those black flames coming in the next event on the first check-in, I am very excited for, because holy moly do I need them. Our flames are pretty yikes. 101 attack power, which is tier 5, I believe? Yeah, tier 5. This just had... Wait, wrong item. Well, these aren't really fair to look at, because these aren't really going to be flamed. It's going to be the other pair of gloves that I make into damage gloves. This has 125, which isn't that bad. And then this has 104. And then these guys are at 104 also, but this flame's probably just going to sit here. Ran out of mesos, though. Every day I zero out. Every day I can't even afford Sarams. No, my XP effects. My beautiful, beautiful buffs. They're disappearing. Alright, and you're just in time to see me go Gamba. Hopefully we get something better than honor medals, okay? How close are we to clearing Black Mage? So, before I literally went up like 40 million combat power, our best was what? If we would have done our origins?
30?
So like 15%?
We were at 30.
Yeah, so we had 30, and that was when we saved origins and stuff, and it does about... So 15% P3. And that was before I got a Black Heart since that attempt. I got full Arcane since that attempt. And I got another boss... Nope, that boss damage familiar exists for that one. So we've gained a few upgrades, to say the least. And Billy also cubed up a few things, and he's going to spend how many bill on cubes here?
Another 4.4 billion. I'll buy another 400 cubes from today's 8 hours of grinding.
Yeah, so hopefully he gets something out of that. I'll be showing that once he starts cubing before we go into Black Mage, and no, we've been to P4. So we've cleared P4, and we know what P4 is. Because the attempt I'm talking about is when we duoed it by ourselves. We had... Where is he? His show. So this Raven Alpha guy was watching stream, and he carried us to P3 when we were struggling to get to P3 a bunch at the start, when we were learning. And then at one point he like forced us into P4 to learn it. Billy soloed P4 pretty much from like almost full HP, and I've been in there and like it's not that bad to do. As long as I have like 3 lives, I'm confident that we will clear. If I have less than that, mistakes might happen, okay? Alright, let's loot up this map. But yeah. We've seen P4. We've done it. It wasn't that bad. P3 is where we're at with our actual just us dueling and just us doing the entire fight by just our hands. Today, I assume with our upgrades that we're going to be probably, if not straight up just finishing it today in practice mode and giving real attempts tomorrow, be so close that we'll see. Okay, that's done. Let me go to the event map. Alright. You know what we're going to do? We're going to do the acuity training first, because every time I do these sticks first, it's not gone well. So let's go do this and see how this goes, and then reverse the order, okay? Got to change up the points of failure here. All right, 37. I never hit a 40, but I'm very consistent at getting 36 plus, so I'll call this as a win for these. Claim the reward. Yep, thank you. Got our 5 tickets. All right. I shall call upon the mysterious fortune sticks. I will shuffle the sticks. In the power invested in me, I will pick the stick. Oh, that's a different animation than normal. Well. I mean, I did need flames. I wish there were black flames instead of karmas, though.
It's fine.
Oh yeah, is my elixir running out today or is it tomorrow? When does this elixir run out? Cause 9:21. So at reset this runs out? If this game is right with these timers here, because technically this is the 21st in the game's eyes, because of how they're JP time and not actually NA time. We're gonna find out when this hits at reset. Roll for T6, T7 on my weapon. That's pretty much what I gotta go for. Alright, let's see. What do we got here?
Don't you have a T6?
Wait, do I have a T6? I thought I was a T5. Pretty sure I'm a T5. Let's just go confirm this. Maple, flame calculator. It is, what, 276, 276. Yeah, it's a tier 5.
Okay.
Alright. With these 10 flames, we shall hit something of attack power. Well, that's 10% boss damage and 101 attack power, but that's not that great. It's better than what I had before, but it's not that great. I think we keep going. I don't think we settle for this.
Never settle.
Because worst comes to worst, we just reroll some red flames to get back the 101 attack power. Yeah, I've only got 7 left, but I think I'm going to get better. So we're going to try. And the final flame died. Okay, well, time to go buy some red flames, because we do at least need some attack power on this. Should have settled on the other one, but it is what it is. You know, sometimes you gamble and lose, sometimes you gamble and win. In this case, we gambled and lost. Whoops. Hello, Luna. I'm back to buy some more flames. Not 45, okay? I want to buy 5 at a time. Alright, let's see. Boss damage 10%. Not good. Nope. Nope. For a second there, I was really excited. And then I realized it was magic attack. Nope. 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 Can we stop giving me 101 magic attack and 73 attack in the same lines? Ah, 101 magic attack and 6... What kind of cube? What are you talking cubes?
Or, like, oh, you are using basic bit.
Yeah.
Those are low percent to get a 6, you know that, right?
I'm not going for 6, I'm just going back to 5. What are you talking about? I'm just trying to get what I had before.
Well, good luck.
Stop giving me magic attack, game. I just got 101 magic attack, 12 boss, and 5% all stat. What the hell, game? That would actually be a really sick flame for just if I was a magic attack user. Whoops, I just bought one. Alright, I see how it is. Nope. 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 Well, you know, sometimes you make mistakes in life and you pay for it. And there goes Meso is being disappeared into thin air. There we go.
Those flames, are they account bound in the shop?
Yes.
So you could buy them on one of your 2 alts. Send them over? Unless you already spent those too.
Oh, no, not those. No, not the champion burning shop. This is all character bound.
Okay.
The shop. I thought you meant like the flames I was buying right now. I was like, yes, they're...
Yeah, they're on trend. I figured they were, but you know, that was worth a chance to look.
Alright, well we got back the 101.
And you did the stick drawing thing, right?
Yeah, well that's where I got the 10 flames that started this whole debacle.
Oh. Oh, I see.
Alright, well, that's done.
That means you got flames again. Yikes.
I got the 10, yeah, and then I got 30 on the first day, and then the other 2 days have been honor medals.
The only good thing I've gotten so far is 100 symbols. I guess I would consider that good.
100 symbols is pretty good, yes, I would say that's a decent one. It's something I would not be mad about, I guess is the best way to put it. Yeah. Like, technically the flame one I just got isn't terrible, but like with how many black flames I've used and how many black flames I get from events, I just feel like those flames are bait.
So they were rainbow, yeah?
Yeah, they're just the rainbow ones.
Okay. That's what you were complaining about them. I see. I didn't have your stream open. I was scrolling through shorts.
I see. Okay, so Shangri-La just got upgraded, so we're going to be working on Odium with these symbol selectors. Boom.
Your percentage at now? How close are you? 85. Okay.
Yeah, almost at 280. My expected level up time was like 6 days when I checked it, 6.3 days, and that was like 2 days ago, so we're getting there.
I'm at 94 right now, but I haven't done MP, which will level me. Have you done Angler?
No, I haven't done angler yet, so that'll speed me up a
Haven't
bit.
either.
But that's like 4%, I want to say at best. Might be a
Yeah,
bit
Angler's not that
lower, a bit
much.
higher. It's not huge. So until I'm like pretty close, I don't need to worry about it. All right, let's go gamble with the deconction. Let's see, what do we get? Got 2 gambling chances. And we get something good.
Have to reroll mine. Mine's at 2% boss right now.
Yeah, Billy
Don't
rolled a
think you want me doing that.
99% XP, and but sadly I had 2% boss. So he's decided to, re-roll that to the 50 at least after today. Is there anything else I'm forgetting to do before reset happens? I don't think so. I think I've done everything.
You had your quest done.
Yep. Quests are done. I was claiming the symbols from that, so it would be very weird that I have symbols that I didn't claim that are just there. Oh, that's reindeer milk. Just drank random reindeer milk. Okay, that's done. I guess I can start swapping my stuff over to my bossing gear and all that.
I still got 30 minutes left. Time's right now.
7:43.
Okay, I'm gonna go 15 minutes over. How'd that happen?
I don't know. You go AFK and randomly do stuff, so.
I'm doing this map.
And with the familiars, I'm up to 77.5 mil now. Combat power. Just a little upgrade compared to before. Other things I got, we got a Twilight Mark, so that'll be replacing my Sweetwater tattoo once I cube and do all that, but we got previous cube problems. We got this Arcane Umbra glove that I need to E-pot, but I have no sources of epic potentials right now, so it's kind of waiting till the Legion Coin shop resets.
Okay. I really gotta pee, so throw some FMAs down real fast. I'll be back.
There's the shop. Ah, that's a good point. I can definitely use that one, because that one's pretty cheap, if I remember correctly. Yeah, because I'd like to buy this. Thank you. Can't use it on this map. Well, of course I can't use it on this map. Why would I be able to use it on this map? Easy one-time 50% works. Okay, and then we need to give this. And now with the cubes invested in me, we will get this up. We're back to being broke. Oh, wait, before, wait. Can we get it to unique? I think it's like 17 on average or something like that, so we'll see. The worst I've ever had was 255 to go up to unique with these cubes. I think that's a very much an outlier of how many cubes it took to make something go to unique, but we didn't have that repeat.
Oh, was that? I did like 77 bright cubes once. That was feels bad, man. Sometimes it happens.
Yeah. It be like that sometimes. Will we upgrade to legendary? Definitely better, but I don't think I can swap to these glows until I get the legendary. I need the crit damage pretty much to swap to them. It's trying to beat a 17-star glove, though it has no potential. It didn't upgrade.
Flag to reset. You can do your 300 mobs and hope you get like a 17 scroll. Just believe.
Check.
It could
I guess
happen.
I could go do some of these bosses right now. While I'm just sitting here. And get some more meso like that to be able to cube it.
Have you
Alright.
done your Lotus and Damien? No.
No. That's what I mean. Like, I need to do some of my easy bosses, get some more meso. Just need to build up my souls, go do Pino. We need 250.
But that pink bean needs 150.
I just always look at all of them and assume they're 250 because all my other ones are 250.
200.
But he's also the Magnificent Pink Bean, so I don't know how much he costs. How much does he cost as a Magnificent version? 200. Alright, well, let's just swap the gear to this, and let's pop on the FAMs. Okay, familiars are there, that's there. We're gonna pop this Legion Luck ticket when I actually get to Pino. Whatever. Fix that for the next one. And that's that done. Oh yeah, did this reset the keybind for Pink Bean? Yeah, it did. Okay. Cute overload. Onto 7. Whoops. Save. To be honest, between the two of them, I don't know which one's better. They're pretty much the same. They both just do about as big of an AoE for the pink beans. Between the mag and the normal. So I don't really have a complaint. This guy might be attacking slightly faster. But that doesn't really make that much of a difference, if I'm honest. Yeah, there's that. Yeah, we can get some meso, try to cube this up, and hopefully get a nice little crit line, because I'm pretty sure... Well, actually, this is only 7 stars, it's not even... Yeah, I stopped tapping it. It's gonna be hard for this to replace the other one at 17 stars, even with a crit damage line. I don't actually know how much, like, one crit damage line is worth actual damage-wise. And that also assumes I'm gonna hit crit damage on it. So, you know, we got a lot of unlikely scenarios here, probably. Yay, familiars on. Ticket. Used. Pino. Murdered. Hey! A Connor ring. Not gonna be mad about that. Thank you for the Connor ring. Most inconsistent buff to get in the entire game. There we go. Not like I really need it, but I like getting it every time I do it, because why not? I shouldn't have come to this guy right away. Both my binds, I just used one to kill Pino. And unless he insta. Yeah. Okay, that's phase 1 done. And then we press N and we just end this guy's life. Not even an XP thing from him. Akichi, you're so mean. Alright, let's go do the rest of these. I'm gonna be seeing a lot of that panda set, aren't I? It is the new cute set that you get for free.
What?
The panda set.
The panda?
Yeah, because I'm seeing it everywhere. Absolutely everybody has a panda outfit right now, it feels like. There's also a lot of characters that came from the Challenger world that didn't have an X, so there's gonna be a lot of pandas. 8% crit damage is like 24% stat. Yeah, but the problem is the gloves, so this is the comparison right now. These are the two gloves I have. With this 7-star arcane glove with a terrible flame on it compete with a 17-star arcane with no potential essentially and a mid flame with if it got 8% crit damage. Now that's what I don't know. We're in like a really weird like situation of like, is this actually good? And this is the first time I used the chat thing as an actual chat. I think this is the first time I used this chat thing in game.
Huh? The what?
Oh my god, my fucking headset. Why is it doing this again? Alright, we're gonna have to fix that. Because that's fun. I love when that happens. I don't know what has happened in this past, like, 2 weeks that's causing this, and it's been, like, forever since it's been a problem. What the hell is happening? Let's see. Let me try to do some stuff to fix that. let us mute this. Mute Maplestory audio. Well, for at least stream side of things. For me, I might get deafened randomly here, but let's loot this. Okay, let's see. Volume mixer. Swap this sound here and see. Speakers. And now we're back to normal. I don't get this. Alright, I'm back, Billy. What the fuck? Why is that happening? Oh. Oh, I know what happened then. Dude, the Windows update fucked me. So badly. They updated the sound thing, or they did something to my sound with one of the Windows update I was reading about. And I see what's going on. Alright, I can fix this in another way. Alright, let's put you down to this. Try talking, Billy?
Hello?
Yeah, okay. Try talking again. Huh, put you too low now. Okay, try talking again.
Testing 1, 2.
Holy moly, okay. Let's try again. Because it's doing the thing where, you know how I said sometimes it just perma puts it on like 400%? Yeah, so that's what happened to my headset now. Ever since a Windows update like happened, this problem has come in. Actually, it wasn't even a Windows update. It was a sound driver update from uh the GeForce thing. They had a sound update, and this has been happening since that. As far as I'm aware, no. And the way I fix this one is by restarting my PC. You know what I'm going to do, guys? I'm going to mirror back. I'm going to restart my PC real quick to fix this so I don't deafen myself, because this is, like, terrible. Because it's just perma putting my headset at, like, 500% sound. Alright, BRB, guys.